Okay, alright. Little bit later than I wanted to start, but that's fine. We'll still get going here. We got this data-driven matchup chart. The data collection GOAT of ours put together. I want to take a look at that. And I think we might, this Gogeta theme, man, it's got me in a musical mood. I might revisit the OST tier list after, I'm thinking. They just gave this motherfucker everything, man. They really did. Alright, man, let's go. Let me just get that in there. Let's not forget to actually post that this time. Let me see if I can find Avaris's actual. I think he made a post on the subreddit with this too. Might have a little bit of commentary from him. Yeah, there it is. I found it. Okay. So this is the Reddit post. Okay. I think it's about the same. I think it's fine. Early brick stream? Yeah, a little earlier, because I have to finish a little earlier too. This week in general, just a lot going on with, there being a wedding for my brother at the end of it, so starting a little earlier just so we can get finished up at around probably like 8:30ish or something like that. But yeah, we get to go a little bit earlier here. We got something interesting to talk about. Seems I showed up at the start for once. Yeah, I did just. I went live like a few seconds ago here. All right, man. Let me settle in here. Got my AC on. Got some new Avaris data, man. It's a good day. I posted this a few days ago here. I have just a big ol' high quality image here too. But yeah, we can talk about this. This is interesting, right? This is another sort of data post here that Avaris A, the GOAT. I love his little Pikachu avatar as well, right? Very cute. But this is made by him, apparently by just. Okay, he said he just just scrolled through every 500 plus Masters replay list. I don't know how he did this. Like, I don't know if he literally did this manually or if he has some way to scrape it or what. But there's 1,400,000 matches here. So if he brute forced this, my goat. Rick Live, I'm free from queuing ranked. Welcome. But yeah, 2,000 players included. So this was, he did cut this down a little bit. This is like basically data-driven matchup data by looking at actual games played in 500 plus gem master only. It'd be really funny if he just made it all up. That would be very funny. Honestly, I think that might even be harder to make something up and make it seem somewhat realistic. But the reason for 500 plus, by the way, if you don't know, is that at 500 plus, master rank is kind of split up into two queues. When you're below 500 gem master, the game really only matches you up with other people below 500 gems in master and stuff like that. Whereas once you cross that threshold, it fully opens up, right? Very common experience is to get like 504 gems and have your first match afterwards be some GM with like 19,000 crystals and you get absolutely destroyed. But it's how it has to be, right? So the idea here, I guess, it's do your best to limit it to higher level players, right? Very similar to if you guys see like Cat Cammy making like 1,800 plus MR matchup charts and stuff like that. Now, very important things, because there's some interesting things that you might not expect on this list, right? To note. One, 500 plus master is not high level, like relative to the whole player base, yes. But if we're talking about, when we talk about tier lists, when we talk about matchup charts, we assume, that high level play, like tournament level play, things like this. 500 plus master is not necessarily that, right? it's certainly it's a couple of rungs below that on the ladder. The problem is, if you really try to narrow this down to people who are like in 3,000-4,000 crystals, something like that, the sample size just gets small enough that it becomes a non-representative piece of data, right? I mean, you don't worry about too much about the stats, but you need a large amount of matches for it to be like somewhat accurate. And there's just not that many people. There's not that many people who are playing at those like high GM sort of levels by definition, right? There's only 350 people in GM. It's whatever the number of characters is times 10. So take this with a grain of salt, because the second thing I want to bring up is that technically, right, a data-driven matchup chart like this is the most accurate tier list, the most objective tier list you could make for a video game, right? If the data was 100% accurate, right, if it worked like that, then, you know, the character that just beats every other character in the game the most commonly, when played at a high level, would just be objectively the best character in the game, right? Obviously, you have to wait for like the incidence rates and things like this, and maybe wait against the relative strength of other characters and stuff like that. This could be a way to like determine objectively the best character in the game. Now, I'm not gonna bury the lead any longer here. Sora has the highest win rate in the game. I think Sora is really good. I don't think Sora is top 1. I don't think he's miles off, I will say, right? I don't think Sora is top 1. I don't think Matera is top 2, look, he's also very good. I don't think 2B is top 3, and I definitely don't think Loane is top 4. Beelzebub probably is top 5, so it fits, but, like, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but it's still very interesting to see kind of how, you know, our conceptions about matchups might end up actually playing out. Can I get a link to the info? I can send you a link to Avaris's, he posted it in my Discord as well, but this Reddit post right here is the post that he made a few days ago. It's got a higher quality link to his Blue Sky image as well. But yeah, shout out to Avaris. We're gonna take a quick look through this and see kind of what we can find. Anything that seems surprising, you know, in what ways is this 500 plus master data? In what ways does it fit? What I would sort of imagine, in what ways is it not? Right? And obviously, without further ado, Sora's having a winning matchup against literally everyone except Matera, where it's basically even. I mean, it's also interesting that, yeah, I guess they're all 50% for themselves, sure. But yeah, it's interesting that, you know, like Matera Sora is definitely not good for Soras, but it's only 50% here, right? So the way to read this, by the way, is, so the left person here, like this is Sora's, and then everyone to the top is like, this is Sora's win rate against Sora's win rate against Matera, Sora's win rate against 2B, and so on and so forth, right? So I mean, Sora's beats everyone in the game on this list, as you can see. I think a lot of this comes down to the fact there's some bias due to the best of 3 nature too, and a lot more robbery possible too. I don't think that's necessarily what it is. I think, again, a lot of it is going to come down to the fact this is 500 plus master. And when you say 500 plus master, a lot more of those, there are a lot more people who are, you know, 500, 600, 700 gem masters than 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 gem masters, right? So while 500 gem master is certainly, that's like, you know, top 8-7% of the player base, something like that, it still remains that, you know, even there, a lot of people, Sora's is just rare. A lot of people just don't fight Sora's correctly, right? Sora's has a lot of, like, strange shit to him, right? He's got a 5-frame DP attackable move. He's got lots of reaction checks and ways to be slightly plus, and sometimes the fact that he's slightly plus is real, and sometimes it's fake, but he also, you know, sends you straight to hell if you panic and you mash in a moment where you shouldn't. Things like this, right? Very, very forgiving character as far as, you know, making mistakes or being a little unga too. By virtue of the fact that, you know, he's got extra health, he's got lots of ways to steal his turn back, and also, he's a rare character. He's a character specialist character. I will see, but I imagine that character specialist characters are going to be disproportionately overrepresented in win rate here. Because if your character is only really played by a relatively smaller handful of people, those people are going to be specialized, are going to be good, they're going to be, like, per capita stronger at their character than popular characters that have a shit ton of people playing them, right? Yeah, I expect the inverse to be true as well. The character that is most played in Master, I've not looked at this. I've only looked at Sora's being top 1 and Matera being top 2. But if I had to guess, I'm going to guess that Galleon is the bottom of this list. Because Galleon is at the time this data was collected, Galleon is going to be the most played character in Master by a huge margin. Right? And what that means is a lot of people who are just playing the character for whatever reason. They think she's cool, they're trying her out, whatever like that. They're going to be playing the character poorly, they're going to be playing it wrong, they're going to be playing it badly. So I wouldn't, you know, extremely underrepresented characters and extremely overrepresented characters, especially, I'll take it with a huge grain of salt. But yeah, Sora's beats everyone. I mean, who's his best matchup in this case? Seox at 63. Let's see here. Galleon at 64. Gran at 64.7. Looks like Gran is actually Sora's best matchup here, which is funny. Right? I can zoom. Are the numbers too small? Can you guys see that or not? Should I zoom in a little bit more? I can zoom in a little bit more, certainly. Right? Abel at 65. Oh, is it Abel at 65? I didn't count. Where is Abel? Yeah, Abel at 65. Yeah. I mean, so because there's you can probably shift all of these win rates like down 10% or something like that, realistically. But you know, the differences proportionally do make sense, right? Like Sora's having a good matchup into Abel, that makes sense to me. You know, again, like Ladiva being, as Sora's having an over 60% win rate against most characters, but being only at 54% despite his win rate being very inflated on this chart, right? That makes sense. Ladiva Sora's is really bad for him, right? Matera being the only, like, technically losing matchup here, that makes sense. Matera Sora's is very bad for him, right? Characters, yeah, like Lowain also being in those 50s, right? Fairy being lower down. Things like that, certainly that makes sense to me, right? This one's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie to you, like Charlotte, because again, I'm thinking like, imagine, take all of these win rates and probably shift them down like 10%, and you might have like a relatively accurate Sora's matchup chart. But like Charlotta being, I would imagine that he kind of, in a lot of the rushdown on rushdown matchups, Sora is kind of in my mind, kind of the top dog of like character who wants to just get in your face and murder you, right? Him or Seox, right, are the two best rushdown characters in the game, I think. So I'm like, I would expect that he would like mog on Charlotta a lot harder, personally. This being like maybe like a slightly winning or slightly losing matchup for him even, actually, seems weird to me. There must be some way in particular that their toolkits interact that I don't really think about, but yeah, so, I mean, we'll take, again, Sora's is here because he's here. Let's move on. He's here because he's underrepresented, right? He's a character specialist character, things like this. And he's also very good, right? Like, if I were to imagine, you know, where would I think Sora's would land, you know, in my assumed, like, accurate matchup chart? I think he would probably be, like, 8th or something like that, right? I think this character is incredibly strong, right? I think this character is incredibly strong. I just don't think he's top 1 by a bullet like these matchup charts would have you see, right? Matera, similar idea. I think Matera is really good. Some people do actually think Matera is like a top 2 character. By this chart, she is only slightly behind Sora's, right? Overall, Sora's sitting at a 59.65% win rate, with 52,000 matches in the dataset. Matera sitting at 59.44, big drop off from 2nd to 3rd, right? So, but Matera, while I do think is very good, very similar thing, right? Lots of people just don't know how to fight this character whatsoever. Now, if you do know how to fight her, it's not like suddenly she's easy, right? But a lot of characters just like, they just sit there and block and they die on the other side of the screen, or they just W key up Matera and go straight to hell. They try to like spot dodge you butterfly or shit like that. They don't know what's real, what's fake. They're like blocking arrows instead of spot dodging them or rolling them, right? So it makes sense that Matera is also going to be a little overrepresented in win rates here. But again, right, strong character. And as you might expect, so 2B actually a losing matchup. I believe this, just because, you know, 2B is difficult to zone in general, right? Very good. You know, double jump makes her hard to anti-air. Though granted, I will say, once she double jumps, she can't block. So it's very possible that Matera, you know, her big 2H that's air blockable, you know, might do some work there, or like the rain of arrows or stuff like that. You know, the hook that she has to go through projectiles, stuff like that. It certainly tracks. Right, again, Lowain being able to fight zoners pretty well makes sense. Bubs being on the relatively lower end as well of the winning matchups. Her beating Fairy, actually, I think this is probably right. This seems right to me, right? I think Fairy might Matera is just, I think Matera might beat Fairy outright in that zoning matchup, right? She does, like, the risk-reward, it's in her favor. From full screen, Matera wins. From up close, Fairy probably has a better time, right? But, like, she's gonna force Fairy to try and close the distance on her, which probably is not that character's strong suit. Again, Beatrix being tough for Matera. I would imagine this probably is an actual losing matchup. Again, a shift. Matera and Sora's both, I think you can probably shift all of them down like 10% or something. I would imagine that Beatrix actually is like a pretty bad matchup for Matera, straight up, right? But yeah, like, you know, having a good matchup against Catalina, Vayne, this makes sense, Charlotta. This is crazy to me. Ladiva, why is this so... It's also, the numbers here, like, there's 2,600 of these Ladiva matches, there's only 1,300 of the Nier matches, right? Why is this so good? Like, I would imagine that the unironic, like, actual win rate for Matera in this matchup, in tournament level play, is higher than this. I would think that Matera probably, it's a 6-4 like, at best, right? So the fact that Ladiva actually does kind of interestingly well into Matera compared to a lot of the roster here, that's not right? Like, it's a 57% win rate here. I'll zoom in even one more time, actually. It's a 57% win rate here between Ladiva and Matera. Something went horribly wrong there. Again, Ladiva as a character, I imagine, might also, just like, Ladiva might be a little overrepresented in this too, we'll see. But this matchup is straight dog ass, right? This matchup is straight dog ass, so this even being 57%, that's too good for the Ladiva. This is one of the worst matchups in the game, I think, is Matera and Ladiva right there. She beats the fuck out of Percival. This, I've heard, like, 70%? 70% win rate is insane, man. Because Percival is also, like, depending on who you ask, a borderline top-tier character, an actual top-tier character, things like that. This character is really strong. So, is this the worst matchup on this list? I mean, it's Matera's best matchup. Matera's best matchup may very well be the best matchup in the game, right? She beats him harder than she beats UL. Like, UL is incredibly weak to zoning, right? UL and Vera both. I imagine Vera also, right? UL and Vera are incredibly weak to zoning. The fact that Percy gets hit harder than those two, I guess it's because his U Fireball is not like it's not an anti-zoning tool, right? Flame Carpet is maybe the second best move in the entire game, but it doesn't help him when Matera's on the other side of the screen, right? So he just becomes a big, like, slow fellow with buttons that don't hit Matera from where you would want them to, and his Fireball can't even help him win the zoning war, right? Like, at least, like, Gran, he might have a hard time, but at least he can try and U Fireball and threaten just, like, going through all of Matera's shit and kill her. Percy can't even do that, right? This is horrendous. We'll keep an eye on that, but 70%? I have heard people tell, like, when I ask people what they think the worst matchup in the game is, I have heard Percival Matera brought up. It's interesting, again, because those are two, like, you'd expect the worst matchup in the game to be, a very good character winning against a very weak character who also happens to not have their, match up into their toolkit very well. Percy, UL, and Neela versus Matera are the worst matchups in the game. Yeah, so it's interesting to see, like, that Percival, a very strong character, has this much trouble into another character, but I guess it is like a straight-up mismatch, right? Anila also, yeah, certainly has an incredibly hard time against Matera too, right? Galleon, I'm kind of taking everything about Galleon with a grain of salt here, because I think Galleon is going to be, like, highly depressed in this matchup chart, considering at the time of data collection, she was the most popular character in Master by a factor of, like, 3x or something. So there's gonna be a lot of people who just, like, don't really know, even in 500 gems, right? There's gonna be a lot of people who don't know what they're doing with her as much as they might with Sora's or something. Just popped in, matchup chart dropped. Yeah, data-driven matchup chart gathered by Avaris here. But Galleon versus Matera being bad, that makes sense. Like, that probably is actually not very good, right? So yeah, I mean, Matera, interesting with Matera for sure. Again, proportionally, you can still take things, I think, with, like, relatively well. Though this one's weird to me too. I could have sworn that Abel Matera was really bad for Abel. But it's relatively okay here, right? It's relatively okay here. Matera's good. But again, some of these are weird. Some of these are higher than I expect them to be, and some of them are lower, right? Again, like, I would expect her win rate against Ladiva to be higher. I would expect her win rate against Abel to be higher. I would expect her win rate against, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I definitely expect her win rate against some of the, like, the better anti-zoners to be a little bit lower. Where's Uno, actually? Where's Uno on this? I want to see the Uno Matera. I mean, Uno doesn't exist is the problem. Uno is the rarest character, even rarer than Lunalu in Master. Where is he? I actually can't see him. Where's the Pringles man? I'm losing my... Oh, there he is. Yeah, that seems weird to me, right? She's still winning in all those matchups? Yeah, but I do think that all of this is... I will say again, that just like Sora's, I think you can probably shift all of Matera's matchup win rates down like 5 to 10% depending on the character, right? Because, like, Uno is not a winning matchup for Matera, I don't think. I'm also not entirely convinced that Bubs is a winning matchup for Matera either, right? Seox is probably not a winning matchup for Matera. Beatrix is probably not a winning matchup for Matera, but they are here, right? Again, I think in 500 Gem Master, I think there's definitely a little bit of a, an over-representation of people who don't really know what to do against characters like Matera, right? And again, if she was, she's winning in those matchups, but I think there's, like, it feels very odd to me that she should be beating Uno as much as she beats Ladiva. That doesn't sound right, So again, there's certainly some, like, player skill issue going on here in terms of maybe being bad at fighting Ladiva, or being, like, the Unos not existing, so this being, like, a little bit more of the 600 matches here, right? That's the lowest of any Yeah, so that's lowest of anything by far. You can see Galleon as well, the highest of anything by far. 7,000 Galleon versus Matera matches. And number 2 was like 3K or something. So, let's move on. Let's move on. 2B losing to Sora's. Slightly winning matchup against Matera. Sure. What like really stands out here? Beats Uno up pretty badly. Or no, loses to Uno pretty badly. Okay, yeah. That tracks to me. I think the player base might be a little too small for accurate data. Yeah, it's like you take it with a grain of salt, but it's more so I'm taking things in proportion of each other and seeing what's interesting, right? Losing to Fairy, or no, winning to Fairy. Yeah, I'm reading it wrong. Yeah, sorry again. You read this, like first the person on the left and then up, right? Yeah, 2B beating Matera and Fairy makes sense to me, for sure. Losing to Uno makes sense, right? Beating Lance, right? Beating Catalina is interesting, but I can see it because, 2B, I think, is probably the only character in the game that is actually going to consistently be beating Catalina in the mid-range, right? Or at least, yeah, I could see that, right? So again, I don't know if it's 6-4, but 2B having a winning matchup against Catalina certainly makes sense to me. Beats the fuck out of Akala and Anila. That also certainly tracks, right? Yeah. I don't think, again, I think 2B very similarly, right? I'm not surprised at all that 2B is number 3 on this list. 2B is a pretty rare character in the grand scheme of things, I think. I mean, less so than Sora's, right? But like relatively rare, and also like a character with like 17 special moves, a character that most people maybe like didn't bother to learn the matchup on quite as well, right? We'll see the next guy down there as well, certainly fits into this category. So 2B is not the 3rd best character in the game by any means, but again, I'm not surprised that her win rates will be a little overinflated here. But again, these things proportionally do still hold fact, right? I'm not surprised that she beats the zoners. I'm not surprised that she loses to Uno. I'm not surprised that she beats the fuck out of Akala, right? 2B is like maybe her or Uno is the best like anti-zoning character in the game. So the fact that the worst zoner in the game gets absolutely shellacked by her, like 7-3 bad almost, that makes a lot of sense to me, right? Similarly so that Anila would have trouble too. 2B's a noob stomper. Yeah, I mean, I think she's still good. I don't think she's bad. She's not top 3, right? Of all, like Sora is maybe like a top, 7-8-ish character, I think. I think he's really good. But some people think Matera's like top 3, but she's also very, very strong, right? 2B is the first kind of like big outlier here where like she's like top 3 on this list, and she's like definitely not there. She's good, but this very much is just a lack of knowledge against the character, I think. Similarly so, the more I learn about Loane, the better I think Loane is, right? I'm not gonna hold you. The more I learn about Loane, the stronger he gets in my eyes. If you think Loane is the 4th best character in the game, you're smoking some good. Right? But this character, maybe more than anyone in the game, except for this guy, probably, but this guy actually is this good, is the crazy part. But, like, more than any character in the game, this Loane guy is just going to prey on people who do not know how to fight him, right? Him losing to Sora certainly tracks. The Matera Loane matchup is interesting to me. I could see it being slightly bad for Loane, but again, Loane, he is in many ways, he can zone pretty decently well. H Catabot is surprisingly fucking annoying to deal with as just as a fireball in general. Like even things that should beat fireballs, there you go, Razzle. Things that should beat fireballs often lose to it, things like that, right? But yeah, him losing to 2B, again, good anti-zoning character, makes sense, right? Anything really stand out here? I would expect him to beat Vasaraga a little harder, honestly. I certainly would. But yeah, but him beating Voss certainly makes sense. Even matchup with Fairy. What? Okay. That's interesting. Huh? He loses to Ladiva in this? Dude, where is Ladiva on? I think they're organized by like the order of their win rate. So Ladiva's low down here, but she's winning a lot of matchups she should lose. Ladiva does not beat Loane, I don't think. It's not horrendous, but she doesn't beat Loane. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, like she's the Matera matchup is better for her than I would expect. The Loane matchup is better for her. The Sora's matchup is worse, actually. She should be beating Sora's harder than this, I think. That matchup that shit is actually like, 6.5, 3.5 or something. But yeah, I guess, interesting. Let's see, what else is really, what's his best matchup? Jito? I wouldn't expect Jito to be anyone's best matchup. She's so like, she's not exceptional, but like she's relatively balanced, right? Jita is his best matchup by far. It's a small sample size, relatively, I guess, 1,300 matches here. Right, like usually like about 2K to 3K. But like, That's very interesting to me. Vegeta is Loane's best matchup. Sure. Okay. But again, Loane, right, definitely overinflated just by people in 500 plus not being able to play him as much, but he also, a lot of his matchups don't quite make as much sense. Like, they're not where I would expect them to be. He has me confused, as he often does. I mean, Beelzebub is the first character, I think, who, you know, by the placement of this matchup chart gives him, because again, remember, like, overall, a character's win rate against the cast, adjusted for some things, weighted for some things like that. If this was like representative of like top level play, this just would be the tier list, right? This would be top 1, this would be top 2, this would be top 3, this would be top 4. This guy's the first one who's actually in the right spot, I think. This character probably is like top 5 unironically, and he sits here, right? These are just weird though. Like he loses to Sora's, I guess? That doesn't seem right at all. I could see him losing to Matera, but I don't think it will be. I'm not sure, right? It feels like it should be relatively even. But perhaps, right? 2B, Loane, sure, relatively even. Lance kind of beating him up. Rushdown, Lance beating up Beelzebub? Curious. Beelzecute, indeed. Hello, Aldarir. Loses to Seox a little bit. In general, seems to struggle against some of these Rushdown characters, right? Beats Uno. He is just a kind of a better version of Uno, so I'm not too surprised about that. What's his best matchup? Nier? No. Galleon. Okay, but again, Galleon. While Galleon Bubs, I think, is probably pretty bad. Again, Galleon, I'm kind of like, look at that, 7K. Like, it's just, there's too many people playing Galleon who don't really, I don't think, know what they're doing quite as much with her. But, looks like Nier, right? That makes sense. I could definitely see that, right? Especially with Ominous Turn getting nerfed the way that it did. He beats up Vera, he beats up Anila, he beats up UL. Yeah, I mean, again, in general, the skew of the matchups follows what you would expect, right? Twitch reacting to Catbot with Eulariat makes it rough for him to get away from her easy. For Ladiva Loain, yeah. He's got tools, certainly. I don't think it's like Ladiva's worst matchup, but for it to be winning for her feels a little bit wrong. Yeah, even if, like, again, the exact numbers in the matchup aren't right, you know, him beating up characters like Galleon, like Nier, like UL, like Vera, that's not surprising at all, right? Lance being the 6th best character in the game, this is the bit, so far, it was 2B before, this is the biggest mismatch, right? This is the biggest, like, for my money, this is the biggest error in the data here. But this also, again, this theory of, like, character specialist characters are going to be overrepresented here. It never has it been more accurate than right here. This guy is not good, right? I could be like, okay, Loane's good, but he's not this good. 2B's good, but she's not this good. You know, Sora's and Matera, they're really good, but they're not this really good, right? This guy's, I would like, Lance is like a bad character, I think, right? Lance is not good. However, on this matchup chart, he's top 6. And again, the reason for that is that no one is fucking playing this guy except for character specialists. So the character specialists are going to be like bringing up the win rate because they're getting the most they can get out of Lance. We're gapping every day of our lives. Exactly, Miro, right? They're getting the most they can get out of him. And also, nobody plays this guy except the character specialists. So your average, you know, even like 1,000 Crystal Master, the last time they played Lance was probably last week, like 2 weeks ago, you know? Like 500 matches ago. They don't know what this guy does. They don't know what's real. They don't know what's fake. They don't know what, you know, they don't know they can corner steal, shit like that. This is the most, like, this character does not exist and is also a character specialist character and also has a bunch of knowledge checks. And therefore, they are overinflated in this list, right? Because, like, this guy, he's not good. He's just not good. He needs help, right? He's definitely not top 6. He's, like, more so, honestly, bottom 6 sounds more correct for Lancelot. But no one plays him. No one plays him and no one knows how to fight him. Loses bad to Sora's, loses bad to Matera, loses bad to 2B, loses bad to Loain. I mean, this all makes sense, certainly. If I'm playing against Lance, it's probably CD, Lime, or Vanitas. Exactly, you can count on your fingers the Lance players. So that's, I don't know that I could name another one either, in that I would regularly come on with, like, high-level master rank, right? Beats Beelzebub, this is just not right either. This can't be right. Like, maybe Mira, is Lance Bubs good for Lance? This does not seem correct to me, but... loses to Uno sounds right. Beats Seox also just, really? Isn't Seox just him, but better? This, like, so much of this is, there's no way he beats fucking Vasaraga. I'm not, what? Yeah, this is nuts. There's not a chance in hell that Lancelot that has a winning matchup into Vasaraga. There's no way, right? Lance has some good tools to deal with Bubs. Interesting. Maybe. It still seems a little... I mean, I guess it's not that winning, right? Again, if you assume these are overinflated, you can, like, tune them all down, like, 5-10%, but... Huh. What's his best matchup, and what's his worst matchup? Best matchup is Lucilius? No, Narmaya. Narmaya? Does this track let them cook? Is Narmaya your best matchup, Mira? Lance Loyalist Mira Misaki in the chat. Is Narmaya your best matchup? Lol, no. Okay. Vikala, I mean, Vikala certainly, I could see that. Just because Vikala is even worse than he is. And his worst matchup then is Sora's. Interesting. I mean, I could see that. I wonder why, like, Sora's being really bad for Lance makes sense. I just wonder where him beating Seox comes in. But I guess it is the 1,000 extra health. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Lance is weird here, man. I mean, he's number 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More Lance matches than I would have expected, honestly. More Lance matches than I would have expected. Uno, you can see, is at 25,000. There's more Lance matches being played than I expect. But I guess, again, it's just those, you know, it's that small handful of grinders, right? Yeah, I mean, but Lance is really weird. None of this makes sense to me. I feel like he should be losing a lot more of these, right? He loses to Belial. That certainly tracks. He beats Versuja. I don't. What? No. Right? I mean, am I just wrong? Is Lancelot insane? But there's no way. Even with Ladiva, I actually don't know where I think about where I stand on this matchup. I feel like I want to say I think Ladiva wins this as well, right? Don't forget about the cracked JP Masters. Yeah. Very curious. Worst time against Jita than Gran is also interesting. Data can't lie. Lance is godlike. Yeah. Uno. Okay, so Uno is like we'll talk about right here, right? Uno is 25k matches. Who's number 2? Like who's the second least played? Look at Galleon with 244, right? That is Galleon, I assume. Yeah, there. I'm not again, right? Galleon is literally the ignore everything the data tells you here. Who's number? 48. Who's 48? Eustace. That makes sense. Yeah, right. You see the least. There's someone here too. That's O'Near. Yeah. Right, but like you see, like the second and third least common and shit like that have double the amount of matches that Uno does. Right? Can I have a link to this? I want to see where Galleon is. Gallion's at the very bottom, but so like none of the matches are in our favor. I was talking about this earlier. I guessed this before I saw 240k and I was like, that must be Galleon. I guessed Galleon is gonna be at the bottom of this. Again, the same reason that Lance is so high up here relative to where he quote-unquote should be, or like Sora is or something like that. People don't know how to fight these characters, but also they're character specialist characters, right? The only motherfuckers playing Lancelot and Sora's in 500 plus Master are people who are like very, very dedicated to them, right? Exact opposite. So like they drive the win rate up because they're getting the most that they can out of their character relative to other people in 500 plus Master, you know? If you get up to like 4,000 plus 5, 6, 7, 8,000, everyone there is a character specialist and they're getting nearly everything they can get out of their character. Not the case at 500 plus. So like a character like Lancelot is highly overrepresented in win rates here. Galleon is the exact opposite. Galleon was the most popular character in Master Rank and just across the entire game. And even in 500 plus Master, she has almost 2.5 times the number of matches of second place, right? So the people playing Galleon they're just fucking around with Galleon, right? It is not Galleon character specialists. So it's going to have the exact opposite effect. It's going to depress the win rate. And also, everyone keeps running into Galleon every other match, right? So even though she's new, people are like, people are being forced to learn the matchup and they're playing into Galleon better than they otherwise would, right? There's no way in hell. I know some people don't think Galleon is very good. I think Galleon is, not only is she quite strong, there's also literally no way in hell that she's bottom 1, right? This is not what the character is, but it's because, again, 244,000 matches compared to number 2 that is... Who's number 2? I see 100k. 100k right there, 112k. 112k is number 2. So almost 2.5x the number of matches played as number 2. That like Galleon is like 17% of Master or something like that is Galleon right now. It's not character specialist. This motherfucker's going, I want to play the big booby lady and fucking around, right? So take Galleon with a tablespoon, with a handful, with a fistful, with a nosedive of salt, right? Galleon isn't any of the worst matchups. She is consistently low. Yeah, I mean, because people are just losing with her, right? People are just fucking around and they don't know fully what they're doing compared to, your Lances and your same. I mean, Uno is the exact same. Uno is the peak of this. Now, Uno is very good, right? But like, literally, the only people playing Uno is like 4 guys. I know I saw people were talking about it in the Discord. Visual. Yes, exactly. Right on cue. Visual ZH right there. He's like half of his matchups, right? Like this 25,000 games played. The sample size on Uno is so small. Visual is like something like 40% of the games played on Uno in this data, right? So Uno is like the ultimate like Uno's placement here is basically how good Visual is at these matchups. Right? Uno is so rare, and the people that do play him grind so hard. It's like 5 character specialists. That's the entirety of the Uno data set, right? So while Uno is very good, he really, like, this is just not data. We should almost skip this. We can take a look at, like, what his best and worst matchups are. This is straight up not a representative sample size, right? He's at 49% win rate without me. It's messed up, man. Yeah. His best matchup, aka Visual's best matchup, is Vicala. Again, that I can believe, right? That probably maybe is Uno's best matchup, because Uno is, again, either the number 1 or 2 anti-zoner in the game, and Vicala is the worst zoner in the game, right? So the idea that you know, the best anti-zoner in the game, his best matchup is the weakest zoner in the game, then that certainly works, right? His worst matchup looks like it's Sora's. That doesn't sound right. But again, that's the Sora's as being overrepresented, right? This is Visual's matchup data, basically, right? This is Visual's matchup chart. Wait, the Uno mirror? 120 games! That's so funny, man. 120 games of the Uno mirror? Yeah, he doesn't exist, or he can move on. Uno is very good. I don't think he's quite this good. I don't think he's top 7. Uno's good, but, like, this is just not data. Avaris, you might go. You did your best, but, like, Uno is just, there's more Lunalu matches played every month than Uno matches. Unironically, this is not, we can go to the character usage stats, right? The Sora's matchup is just me getting cooked by skill. That's really funny, man. Yeah, so we can just ignore that. Seox also, Seox very good, right? Seox certainly Grimnir is the big question mark here, actually. This is the one thing that kind of spits in the face of my whole theory, but we'll get to him in a second, right? Who does Seox beat the fuck out of? I'm assuming Vicala? Dude, Vicala is just a punching bag, man. He loses to every, like, yeah, of course Vicala is his best matchup. Why wouldn't she be, right? And his worst matchup is Sora's, again, right? Yeah, I mean, again, I can see him losing to Sora's. I can see him beating Vicala, right? I can certainly, I feel like he should probably have a winning matchup into Matera, right? And maybe Lawayne as well, and he does beat Fairy, so that tracks, right? About even with Ladiva? That doesn't sound right. I think Ladiva wins that matchup, personally, but I know Gabba, for example, disagrees and things like this. Where can I see this sheet? I can send you a link to Avaris's. Man, I should pin this. Can I pin this? Can I pin this shit? Let me see. I'm gonna pin that message. There you go. Pin it to the top of the chat. Can I do the same thing in the Twitch? I think I can do the same thing. Right? Maybe? How the fuck do I pin this message? I don't know. It looks like surely I can, right? I can ban myself. What happens if I ban myself from my own channel? Whatever. You should be able to pin it on Twitch. I found it on YouTube immediately. I can't get it on Twitch. It's okay. I'll just keep reposting it on Twitch if someone asks. But yeah, so Seox, I mean, it makes sense overall. Like, I think it's not quite. I mean, how many games are there? Yeah, Seox, I mean, not overrepresented. A little bit on the rarer side, right? Less so than Sora's, right? But a little bit on the rarer side. But mostly, I think it makes sense. Might be like slightly inflated. You might like take everything down like 2% or something like that. He definitely doesn't lose to Sora's this hard either, I don't think. But yeah, nothing too surprising. So Grimnir is the weird one, right? Grimnir is the weird one to me because how popular is this character? In my head, Grimnir is rare. I mean, he's... Oh wait, Seox actually quite rare. I thought this was... Grim's numbers are higher than I would have thought. More people are playing Grim than I expected, right? Because I always viewed Grim as a character specialist character, right? So you would expect him to be a little overrepresented here, but he is also like difficult to play, right? This is off ranked queue. Yeah, 500 plus master ranked queue, right? So like, you know, certainly like it's not they're not sending their best, but it's at least somewhat representative for sure, right? I guess Grim is just, he's pretty rare. He's not that rare. He's more common than Seox. He's more common than Sora's, right? He's more common than he's less common than Matera, but he's more common than 2B, right? This is Beelzebub. He's more common than whoever number 4 was, who I forget, Lawayne, right? He's not that. I would have thought he was rarer, but I would have expected him because Grim is. But I guess Grim, he's really good, but he is also quite difficult, right? Like he's really good because he has all of that freedom, and he's really tough because he has all that freedom. There's a lot of ways to do the wrong thing with Grimnir or get yourself killed, you know. So I guess I'm not too surprised that he gets depressed a little bit in this matchup chart. I mean, you might be like, oh, top 9 is depressed. Yeah, I think Grim is genuinely like a best character in the game contender, right? So like it tracks. What did you expect to see in his stats then? I would honestly, at first blush, I would have expected that he would have, again, a character like probably like not quite like Lancelot or something like that, but I would have expected to see him just like winning a lot more, like on the higher end of this. I would have thought that Grim would have been like one of the rarest characters right next to like Uno and Sora's and shit like that, right? So I would have expected him probably in like the top 3 or 4 of this chart. But I guess he's more common than I would have thought, right? 75,000 matches with Grim. That like he's in like the top half of character usage, I think. Right? So he doesn't really get the benefits. He's a character specialist character in that you really need to put a lot of time into this guy to get his max power, but there's a lot of people playing him who might not be as specialized, right? So I guess it makes sense that he gets depressed a little bit lower than where you might expect. Right. His worst matchup is Sora's. Again, is that real? Everyone's worst matchup is Sora's, man. And his best matchup is Galleon, but I'm gonna ignore that one. What's his second best matchup? He doesn't have a single other one over 60 besides Anila. I mean, Anila I could see. Well, that being his second best matchup seems... I mean, this is a good matchup for Grim, but again, it's just that this data... Like, Galleon Grimnir is good for Grimnir, but I don't think this data is fully representative of Galleon, basically. It's the least representative of Galleon of probably anything. It's a huge slippery slope for best of 3 sets for him. Lose interaction and be stuck on defense once quickly goes bad if you don't know a great way around it. Yeah. The rank 1 player being a Sora's brings his overall win rate up an entire 3%. Yeah. Again, Sora's... And also Sora's is very rare, right? Like 52,000, this is like bottom 3 usages or something like that. It's like Uno and... It might be Uno and then... It was like Uno and then Nier and then Sora's or something like that. So he's also very, very rare and getting brought up by character specialists. Right. Seize is funny. Best matchup is Avatar. Interesting. But yeah, okay. So yeah, Grim. Vasaraga, interestingly enough. How common are you, Voss? I think you've gotten a lot more. Yeah. Right? Voss, this was not the case before the patch, for sure. Voss is the most common character we've seen so far. A lot of people trying Vasaraga out post buffs, right? He loses to a lot of these like characters that are placed above him here, right? Him losing to Sora's does not seem right to me. Again, like this is where you really start to see. I'm pretty sure this is not a good matchup for Sora's at all, right? But again, it's those crazy ass Sora's specialists, right? Him losing to Matera, that actually does make sense, right? 2B feels a little weird, or I'm not sure really. Him losing to Lowain, this is real as well, right? Like Voss, I think actually does lose to Lowain, even post buff, right? Losing to Beelzebub, that makes sense to me. Losing to Lance, I don't think so personally. Losing to Uno, I also don't think so. Losing to Seox, I probably would say no, right? It's horrible for Sora's, yeah. So again, this is Voss different. Again, top 11 or whatever it is here. I would consider this lower than you would expect Voss to be, right? And it's because a lot of people, you know, see Vasaraga get buffed to the moon and they try him out for the first time. It's like a smaller version of the Galleon effect, right? Galleon is like a new character that came out. Vasaraga is almost a new character that came out, right? He really is. I imagine, I don't know what these numbers looked like 2 months ago or something. I imagine this number nearly doubled or tripled, right? I would expect Vasaraga was one of the least represented characters earlier, right? Question, Mr. Streamer, how do you think Voss's usage would have changed if he got the costume but less significant buffs? I think the buffs are a big reason, right? I think Voss is kind of the talk of the town in the game right now, right? The new top tier on the block. I think a lot of people are trying him for that reason. And that's why his player base numbers inflated so heavily, right? I mean, I'm guessing, but I would assume that if Avaris went and found how many matches were played, you know, of Vasaraga 3 months ago, it would be like almost nothing, right? I would expect him to be in this like Sora's like 50,000-ish range of matchups. Who's Vasaraga's best matchup then? Galleon, sure. But outside of Galleon, it's Gran? Gran? That's a lot of matches too. That's like 4,500. That's one of the higher number. I mean, Galleon's 11,000, but like that's one of the higher amount of matches too. Gran? That's certainly interesting. Gran? He loses to Ladiva. That's funny. I think this matchup is probably... you could argue me to the point that this matchup is even, I think. But I think it's slightly winning for Voss, probably. I think it was slightly winning for Ladiva last patch. And I think it's probably slightly winning for Voss now. But... Again, I would imagine, genuinely, like, I would imagine you probably shift all of these win rates. That doesn't seem correct. You can probably shift all these win rates for Vasaraga out, like, up. I mean, outside of the case of, like, you know, like, his Sora's and, like, Lancelot win rate and stuff like that, you could probably shift up, like, 10 or 15%, right? But, like, his, all his win rates could probably go up, like, 2 or 3%. And that's more so what I would expect, right? So, like, the Ladiva matchup actually being, like, slightly winning for him certainly tracks, right? And him, like, you know, slightly winning a lot of these matchups or winning these matchups a little bit more, right? I would expect, like, again, if we're talking about, you know, where I would expect if this was, like, a purely, in my opinion, like, the correct tier list, I would expect Voss somewhere around where, like, Lowain or Lancelot is, right? So, like, where he's rocking this 53% win rate, I'll definitely expect, yeah, like, that 55-ish kind of against the thing, right? Voss beating Gran tracks in my head. No, him beating him, sure, but it being his best matchup by a while, right, is certainly interesting. Cagliostro up here as well, right? we start to get into, I mean, yeah, relatively common, right? This isn't egregious. I think top 11 or top 12 Cagliostro is a little high, but that's about right, right? He's probably a little weaker than that, but it's not a crazy take. Best matchup is Galleon again, and then Gran again? Second best? Really? I guess Gran, I will say Gran, is the free-to-play Gran effect that big in 500 plus Master? I wouldn't think so, right? Her best matchup is Gran? Is everyone's best matchup just Galleon? Not everyone, but like she's like everyone's second or third best matchup because, you know, she's just the most represented character and she gets like the opposite of that character specialist effect, right? Like she just has like 2.5 times the number of matches played compared to everyone else. Lots of motherfuckers just trying Galleon out and fucking around, right? Versuja, kind of down here as well. How many matches with Versuja? Relatively rare, right? You're not surprised to see that. Best matchup is Percival? Really? I guess another case where M pillar is real zoning, right? Percy, I guess, struggles in some of these zoners. Really hard, it seems like. I mean, Matera, the best matchup on the entire chart so far is still Matera Percival, right? Which is very interesting. And then her worst matchup looks like it is Matera? Yeah, interesting. I would have thought that, if anything, I would have thought that Versuja has been buffed in these... Oh, no, it's Sora's again. Everyone's fucking worst matchup is Sora's. I would have expected that Versuja got kind of buffed in these zoner matchups, but I can see Matera still being hard for her. Belial, this is our second most popular character, I think, at 152,000, right? Lots of Belials. And, I mean, he's a little lower than I'd expect him to be, right? I think Belial is certainly, he's a little bit more straightforward to play as well, right? So I expect, you know, that his win rate is not depressed quite as hard by his popularity as you might expect, right? But I don't think this is like a crazy far down placement for Belial, you know? I would maybe expect that he would be like a few spots higher, but like vaguely in that top 10 range, a little higher kind of thing. It's like, that's about where I would expect Belial to be. So I think this is, you know, he's a relatively simple character. Relatively. He relies on fundamentals a lot, I guess, so he definitely does get a lot better as you get better, right? Belial is just kind of a fundamentals force multiplier. But still, this is not like, this seems about right to me, actually. I mean, a little low, because again, Belial is very reliant on fundies. But it's not like, this is like one of the closest to accurate placements on the list that we've seen so far. Yeah, worst matchup looks like it's Matera. Best matchup is nothing super polarizing for him, but best matchup is actually Anila. Interesting. Okay. Here's Fairy, right? Fairy, relatively popular in terms of the zoners. Hi, Mr. Brickola Snowbird. Loane's top 4, did you hear? Loane's the 4th best character in the game. Fairy, I assume, beats the shit out of... this actually is real, right? Okay, this is so fucking weird for me, right? I'll see his dataset normalized for 2 variables, normalized for number of people playing each character, and then also normalized for GM versus non-GM matches. Yeah, I mean, Avaris, you know, he's doing his best. I think it's still certainly interesting to look at and see, you know, I mean, we can certainly talk about, I mention a lot of the times, right? One of the big takeaways for this entire video, I mention very often to people that, you know, when I make a Grand Blue tier list, right? When I make a Grand Blue tier list, and again, obviously, like, my opinion is not the correct opinion, right? But, like, when I say some shit, when I put some shit like this out, this is my best approximation, my best guess of what I think this shit might look like at, like, higher level play, right? You know, but, like, I always mention to people that, like, depending on where you exist in the ranked ladder, you know, your tier list might look very different, you know? Like, you know, like, Loane clearly is, I mean, Loane probably, again, this guy probably is going to end up somewhere here as I learn more about him. Like, you know, Loane probably is, like, a top-tier character. Like, at most levels of play, right? I will say I'm a little surprised by something like Vasaraga being a little bit lower down there and stuff like that. Like, this is 500 plus Gem Master, right? This is, like, still pretty close to the top. And it's interesting to see how different things are based on just, like, a lack of matchup knowledge, things like that, right? If you're in B rank, or if you're in A rank or S rank or something like that, if this is how different the quote-unquote tier list looks, I think, like, it's not just me. A lot of people, for example, would not agree that, you know, Loane is top 4, and that Lance is top 6, and that Sora is top 1, right? And shit like this. So, if this is how different the tier list looks, in just 500 plus Gem Master, imagine how different it would be if you were in S rank, if you were in S+, if you were in S++, right? If you were in A rank. A, S, and S+ combined is something like 70% of the player base. So when I tell people to not worry about how good their character is, you know, like don't worry about what people say the tier list is, stuff like that, and that, you know, your tier list is just different, right, entirely. Once again, my goat Avaris bringing me like evidence-backed data to say that I'm right. And obviously it's not like a me-only opinion, but like look at how different this is at 500 plus Gem Master compared to what, you know, a lot of like strong players might agree is like the high level like tournament play level tier list, right? That's like relatively not that far removed. Now imagine you're not there. Imagine you are in S++, imagine you're in S+, imagine you're in S. Imagine how completely different the landscape of the game looks. So it's really, like, that's the main interesting thing about this data set to me, is to see just how different the win rates on these characters are when you start to even incorporate some amount of, you know, bad matchup knowledge, you know, maybe like not getting the most out of your character, unfamiliarity with certain characters, things like this, things that will fall off a lot as you see players get better and better and better, you know? Like, it's much less likely for some, like, Arc World Tour caliber player to, like, run into Uno and, like, not know what he does, you know? Not realize, like, some of his shit is punishable, or, like, what the good and bad stuff about him is. Much more likely at 500 plus, right? But yeah, so Fairy's best matchup, this is fucking weird, right? Because Fairy's best matchup probably, like, actually is Galleon. And I think it's better than this. Like, this is where shit gets weird for me, right? If Fairy's like the bottom row right here, right? Just for your own visual clarity, right? So Fairy's the bottom row. Fairy's win rate against Galleon is 62%. The matchup is probably genuinely worse than that for Galleon. Like, that shit might be 7-3, right? Or like at least, like, you know, like a 6.5, 3.5, or something like that. So the idea that all of Galleon's win rates are like horribly depressed, except for maybe her worst matchup, where she's doing better than I would expect, that is fucking weird to me, because Galleon's that bottom right square right there, the 62%. So, like, huh? What do you mean? Right? How is that happening? Galleon is losing every matchup more than she should, except for her actual maybe worst matchup, where she's doing better than I would expect, right? Yo, Diva Fairy also being, like, awfully volatile in these sort of ranked ranges, too, right? 50, it's even? No, it's not even. Where's Ladiva is down? She is this right here, right? Oh, okay. No, 57%. Yeah, that sounds... I was looking at Belial's one, right? Yeah. Beatrix, down here as well, does decently into Matera, does decently into Fairy as well, right? Yeah. Fairy players getting cocky against Galleon? Maybe, right? Overall, be it roughly a 51% win rates. No insanely skewed matchups for Beatrix, which is interesting. You'd expect her to beat some people harder than this, but best matchup is Jita again. Yeah, that's... I don't know where that's coming from. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's very odd to me. Let's not go. I think a lot of like the really big outliers. I mean, this is crazy, right? How many people play you? Yeah, that's really odd to me, right? What is she doing down there, right? I guess because Catalina's a relatively simple character to navigate, right? And also, I mean, if Belial is a Fundies Force multiplier, Catalina is the Fundies Force multiplier, right? This is the weirdest one to me. What the fuck are you doing down here? This is like almost as many spots removed tier list wise as well where like Lance should be from where he is, right? Like Lance is like 20 spots too high. You're like 14 spots too low or something like that. But I guess, yeah, like, you know, if Belial is like, you know, if Belial relies heavily on the player's fundamentals, and therefore he's a little bit lower than you might expect in 500 plus master, you just are Fundies the character, and you're very simple to fight in a lot of ways, right? You're like, Catalina does not require, you know, where like Uno, even like, you know, in like, you know, good matchups for her like Ladiva or something, you know, she doesn't require like a lot of like really deep thinking. It's just, you know, you just got to RPS. It's relatively simple, right? The RPS isn't in your favor. Whereas like, you know, a character like this, like Lancelot right here, or like Uno, or Bubs, or Lawayne, or even 2B, right, that require a lot more specific counterplay. You need to know a lot more about them to even understand like what it is they do. Catalina is not really that, right? I think Jita is just a popular character, but her best players don't play ranked as often. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is way too low for Catalina. I mean, even if you're a Catalina down player and you like people, I mean, when I say a down player, I mean someone who thinks that Catalina is like a top 6 character or something like that, right? That's still way too low, right? She should be like where Lancelot is. So like this is crazy low for Catalina. But again, I assume it's just because Catalina is, again, essentially just a fundamentals. She's a 2.5x on your fundies, right? So she gets a lot better as you get better. Like her losing to Sora is that feels insane to me. Losing to Matera, that's probably right though. Matera probably does actually beat her, right? I could definitely see that. Losing to 2B, I don't think it's that bad, but I could see it, right? What's her best matchup? Galleon again. But yeah, I mean, Catalina has some polarizing ass matchups, right? The fact that none of these are over 60 is crazy to me, right? Yeah. This is a big question mark for me. Charlotte's in the same tier as Catalina. I guess you were wrong, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, I mean, she's just. I think Catalina is just simple to counterplay, right? Like the counterplay against her is not really good in a lot of cases, but it's not complicated. You don't have to like sit there and think for like 7 years about what you can do against her, right? She does simplify the game very much. I think it's easier to fight against, potentially, at these lower levels compared to some of the more, like, weirdly specific characters. And again, right, not a whole lot of like, straight-up fundies. Honestly, I will say as well, when I fight a lot of Catalinas on ranked, they always come off as very aggressive to me. This character in particular, like, stands out to me because Ladiva Catalina, how is Ladiva Catalina on here? Catalina is the last row. Let's keep her there, right? Actually, Ladiva, oh god, it gets, okay, I have to zoom out a little bit. It gets a little bit, I'll take a look, don't you worry. This is Ladiva? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Ladiva Catalina being at a 53% win rate, right? This right here is Ladiva Cat. That's crazy, right? That, like, this ain't right. It's closer below. Oh, you're right, yeah. Yes, like, this is nuts, right? This matchup is way worse than this for Ladiva. However, again, I will say, even in my experience, even fighting like some higher ranked Catalinas, a lot of the Catalinas that you fight are super aggro. They like wake up DP a lot of the time. They like run up on you. They be mashing and shit, right? Every now and then, you'll run into a Catalina that like stands at her far M range and just pokes you to death by 1,000 cuts, and that shit feels genuinely unwinnable. But a lot of the Catalinas that play this character are very aggressive, I think, right? There's kind of like, I think Cat is also, but she's not that common, right? So you think like, oh, it's like one of like a pseudo kind of beginner character, but she's really not that common. But the people that are playing her are just like a little psychopathic sometimes, right? When I run into like what I would consider to be like a strong Catalina, I go, oh right, okay. Like sometimes, you know, I fight like some like, you know, 1K crystal Catalina, and they just like run up on my ass and they like wake up DP and they're like rushing Ladiva down, and I'm like, this matchup, is this really as bad as I think it is? And then, you know, you El Diablo, I can't even name a Catalina GM. I will say she is pretty rare. I can't name a Catalina GM that I run into on a regular basis. Like there are times I'll run into like, you know, some like 3-4K crystal Catalina, and they start the round and they just fucking look at me and they like poke with far M, and they're just watching me. They just like 2M, far M, 2M, convert off that shit, and I'm like, ah, right, yes, no, this character is insane, right? All right, I forgot that like no one can fight this fucking character in neutral. Right, my bad. Right. Cat and Fairy threesome. Excuse me. What do you say? So yeah, this is Cat. This feels. I don't know what exactly about this. It might just be that the average, like even like the average Catalina player or master is just playing her like she's Grant or something like that. That's a GM Cat. Oh, Cat and Fairy threesome. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, like this does not seem accurate at all. I mean, yeah, Tubby's saying that she loses to Zoe here, and this is Zoe's maybe worst matchup, right? Yeah, it's very odd. Yeah, she is losing. That's her, right? Yeah, she's losing to Zoe. Yeah, this is very odd to me, right? Seems very, very. Like, I don't know exactly what the Catalina players are up to, but they're not sending their best, bro. They're not sending their best. When you fight a good Cat, it's that none of these matchups seem correct except for Matera. Matera probably does beat her. I don't think it's that bad, but Matera beats her for sure. Vane is up here. What are you doing up here, buddy? Mr. Vane, Honest Mids, Fiendrock? Yeah, what are you doing here, man? Hey, you're good now. You're like better, but like, what are you doing? What are you doing up here? It's Fiendrock, actually. What are you doing, man? What's your best matchup, little guy? Galleon, sure. And then otherwise, it's Vikala. Interesting. And then worst matchup is fucking Sora's, because everyone's worst matchup is Sora's. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess just, again, a zoner, right? People just aren't good at fighting zoners, I suppose. He's not, like, that crazy higher up than he should be, right? But, like, he's still a little, to have him in the top half of the cast here is certainly a little interesting, right? Same thing with Charlotta up here, who I don't think is very good at all. Loses to Matera, that certainly tracks. Best matchup is not Galleon, it's Anila. Huh. This is also our first, like, you know, overall negative win rate character, but... Huh. Who would have thought? Yeah, I don't... Is it pronounced something like Feyendrach? Or something? Feyendrach? I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Okay, Nier... I mean, yeah, Nier is also way too high. What? I didn't even think about the fact that Nier is this high up. Huh? Dude, I'm so curious. Is Avaris here? Did Avaris make anything like this for GM on GM? I know the sample size is way too small, but like, this is so... What is she doing up here, man? Yeah, you're... If you don't know Nier, she's crazy? I guess so, right? I'm like, what are you doing up here? You get down from there, girl. You're gonna hurt yourself. If you fall from here, bad things could happen, Nier. But like, a knowledge check? I guess 500 plus master really is like, people are a lot less familiar with things than you might expect, right? Nier especially, I guess. Nier, we talk about the campfire stories of Nier, right? There's a really, really big difference when you... What's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Get down from there, girl. You're like 18 spots on that ladder too high. Nier is a campfire story, right? A lot of the guys in like 500, 600, 700 master are not really familiar with Nier, probably. Is the list ordered by win rates? Yes, yeah. So, like, I guess people just... A lot of people are, like, you know, relatively new in Master. Probably have never fought the top one Nier, right? The only people good into Nier are the people who were there back in the day. Yeah, exactly, right? And a lot of those people are probably, like, they've been playing the game for long enough that if they're still playing the game, these are, like, GM-level players, right? People have been playing the game for, like, a year and a half consistently. So... Yeah, I guess, and yes, true, Razzle. Nier mains, Nier is the second least popular character on here, I think, yeah, right? Her and, who is this? Wait, who is this? That is Eustace, yeah, right? So Nier is also a heavily specialist character, right? So it's true that she's being inflated for that, but even with that this is too high, right? I think it really is the combination of not only is Nier a specialist character, she's also the most unique character in Grand Blue, right? If we talk about how Catalina, you know, the counterplay for her is relatively, if not effective, it's simple in concept, right? The counterplay for Nier is very different, very unique, like understanding when you can kill death, what kills death, that you can even kill death, right? Stuff like this, in certain situations. And then again, the fact that Nier has completely disappeared off the face of the planet, but still gets a lot of reward if she catches you in, like, kind of her fake shit, right? So I get, like, what are you doing up there? Get down from there, right? Honestly, Ladiva is weird to me because, like, this is a fine place for Ladiva, right? This is like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Yeah, I mean, I think Ladiva could certainly go, especially if, you know, I think Ladiva could go a little bit higher than this, but I think this is like, you know, vaguely top 20 for Ladiva. That's not crazy, you know? She's like bottom of high tier, top of mid tier kind of character, right? I mean, like, where, for example, my own personal Ladiva placement, which I think some people will consider upplay, where is she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? So actually, yeah, this is almost exactly where I have Ladiva myself, right? So like that, this seems like a very reasonable place for Ladiva. But then every character that I've looked at, when I look at their matchups, I go, wait, she should win this more, or she should lose this more, or what? It's like, Ladiva has accidentally tripped into like exactly where I would put her, I think. But none of her matchups made sense to me when I looked at them, right? Like, I mean, yeah, Ladiva beating Nier certainly tracks, right? Beating Charlotta tracks. Losing to Vayne a little bit makes sense. Losing to this should be way worse, right? Losing to Beatrix losing to Ladiva that hard seems weird to me, right? But like, I don't really know, right? So what is Ladiva's worst matchup on here? Is it Fairy? No, it's Matera? I can see that, right? It's one of these two. I personally think it's Fairy, but like it being Fairy or Matera certainly tracks, right? What's her best matchup? Is it Galleon? No, okay. Her best matchup is Anila? That doesn't sound right to me personally. I don't think it's like a horrible matchup or anything like that, but lots of Ladiva Mirror being played as well, right? One of the more, yeah, lots of like one of the more represented characters on ranked. I think the Ladivas play a lot of the same, at the same times a lot, right? She's also quite popular, right? My queen, quite popular. B tries to get on Ladiva's face and that ends badly properly. Sure, yeah, but I don't think it's maybe. But yeah, like a lot of her matchups, like Sora's Ladiva is one of the worst matchups in the game for Sora's, right? This is one of those times where Sora's is like, you can probably straight up, I think you can add like 20% to the win rate here for Ladiva, or like 15%, right? This is not only is this not a losing matchup for Ladiva, it's a very, very losing matchup for Sora's. Like, straight up, one of, like, the worst matchups in the game, potentially, right? So the fact that Ladiva loses this matchup is insane, right? This is even worse than this should be. This is even worse than 44%, probably, right? Her beating Loane is also weird. I think she loses to Loane pretty bad as well, right? I don't even know what 2B is. 2B, honestly, like, 2B might be fucking even. I think, like, she certainly can Grand Blue Zone the shit out of Ladiva, but I think she, like, the damage, like, the risk-reward differential and shit like that is, this matchup's odd, right? I think she beats Lance, probably. Beating Uno is weird to me, but I don't know about that one, Chief, personally. Maybe. I mean, I gotta take the Uno like that, you know, that's, half of this is visual, so I guess she beats Uno. She definitely beats Seox as well. Losing to Grimnir a bit sounds right. I think this matchup is really weird. I think you could almost argue it's even, but it's really tough to navigate for Ladiva, I think. About even with Voss, sure. I think Voss wins that matchup a little. But about even actually seems right? About even with Kag seems crazy. This is not a good matchup, I don't think. But sure. Losing a little bit to Versuja, sure. Belial, I think Belial got a lot better, honestly, in the patch. I think Belial is a big 6XL into mediums merchant, and I think that's a lot worse against Ladiva. I think, in general, like, a lot of his gaps, you know, that they introduced are a lot nicer for Ladiva to exploit with things like 2U and SPD and stuff like that. Slightly losing actually seems right. Fairy being bad seems right. Beatrix being good, maybe not this good, but good seems correct, right? Catalina, it should be worse than this. Vayne is about right. Charlotta should probably be better than this. Nier should probably be better than this. Siegfried's? I'm not sure, actually. Eustace winning seems funny. But again, all the Eustace is playing are character specialists, man, so maybe? She can headbutt, like, everything he does. Zoe slightly winning makes sense. Lucilius winning seems really weird. I don't know about that one. I'm going Ladiva one by one here, because, like, it's Ladiva. Okay, this is fucking nuts. What? Huh? What? Huh? I'm like, I really want to make sure I'm not looking. Who? Percival winning for Ladiva? Oh, hell no, man. Oh, no, Percival beats the shit out of this kid. Oh, okay, what? This is, like, the weirdest one so far. Percival is, like, arguably as bad as Catalina, if not maybe even a little worse. Oh, okay. Sure, man. Vera, yeah, sure. Samlafon is a little weird. Narmaya, I could see. Abel's weird. It's very volatile, right? UL, sure, yeah, even. Or even slightly winning or slightly losing, but yeah. The call is not so bad. Huh? Percy sucks for Ladiva? Percy absolutely sucks for Ladiva. Are you serious? Percy sucks. Percy sucks to high heaven for Ladiva, man. Percy Grand Blue zones Ladiva better than almost anyone, and he fucking flame carpets her up close too, and he beats her in the mid-range, and his reversal is quite good against her her offense too, right? Percy's horrible for Ladiva. Also, what is this? Dude, who are the Vegeta players? Who are they sending? Vegeta's not a winning matchup for Ladiva either. This is so odd to me. Neither is great. I mean, Galleon may... I don't think Galleon... Oh, this is so interesting to me. What is happening? Like, there are matchups where I'm like... Probably presses Percy some matches so he can't get stocks. I don't. Like, this needs to be, like, 20% higher. And, like, she beats him. But she definitely... Like, she loses to her. Like, it's weird. Like, Ladiva, I guess the reason it kind of ends up working out to roughly what I would expect is that, like... all of her winning matchups are not winning as hard, and all of her losing matchups are not losing as hard as they should be, but it, like, kind of, like, balances out, I suppose? How strange. Because, like, overall, about 20th here, this seems right for Ladiva, but... Right? Yeah, almost an even win rate? I don't know, man. Is character popularity, is shooting it hard? Maybe. I mean, Ladiva's popular, but not that popular. And, like, a lot of the characters that she's losing to are not that popular either. Or, like, beating. Yeah, I don't know. Very odd. Okay, let's go through the rest of this kind of quick, because I do want to do the OST tier list. I won't have enough time to do that. So I think a lot of the... I mean, Percival being this down low is so strange to me, but... anything interesting with Siegfried? Worst matchup is Matera. Seems like. Yeah. Best matchup is Avatar Belial. That makes sense, right? Siegfried is a nuke, and Avatar blows himself up for you. Your Leva just might be better, but at the same time, I'm like, Catalina's way worse, right? Than this. Fairy's probably worse than this. Matera's probably worse than this. Bubs is probably worse than this. Like, there's things where I feel like these win rates are too high. But it's kind of averages out, I guess. Fuck me, you know? Fuck if I know. Okay, yeah, Siegfried is definitely, like, really down low here. What is Sieg doing all the way down here, man? What do they do to the boy? I don't know. This is where, like, some of that matchup data gets a little interesting, for sure, right? I mean, Eustace being this down low, this actually makes... So, like, this one, I agree with this, right? Eustace is a character specialist character, and he's quite rare, right? So you'd expect, you know, why doesn't Eustace have the same benefits like a character like Lance or a character like, you know, like Lowain or something might get? I'm not quite sure. But I also, like, Eustace is not very good, in my opinion, right? So him, like, despite being quite rare, despite being a zoner, despite having a lot of specific knowledge checks, right? Despite being played exclusively by character specialists, Eustace still just kind of gets rocked a lot of the time. And, like, you know, it's not like the win rate's that bad overall, but, like, yeah, he's just not very good, I don't think, right? So, like, if anything, I think this probably is a little high for Eustace. I guess he is being brought up a little bit, just not as much as a character like Lance or something. Buff Eustace FR, yeah. Zoe also, again, probably a little higher than you'd expect, just based on, like, knowledge checks and stuff like that. Not a great character, right? Lucy maybe about where he belongs, honestly, right? Relatively popular character, but probably about where he belongs, actually. I don't think Lucy is a standout here or anything like that. Zeta, I bet, has dropped off a cliff, right? Yeah, quite rare. Quite rare, and still not doing that well in a lot of these matchups, which is certainly interesting. I guess, you know, at this point it becomes a character specialist character, yes, but also, just in general, doesn't have that much weird shit to deal with now that the fuzzy's gone, right? All of Zoe's wins are because of me, all of Zoe's losses are someone else, yeah. Percy's one of the big, like, who else is really, I mean, besides Gallium, but we've talked about that. Gran and Jeet are just very popular, I guess? No, Jeet's not. Yeah. Gran, I mean, I don't know why Gran is so low down there, too. Yeah, there's some weirdness here. I would... I would love to see, even if the sample size is horribly skewed, I would love to see the purely, you know, like 3,000 crystals and up version of this or something like that. It's gonna be like 1,000 matches total, but I would be so interested in seeing what it looks like and how different it is from this. Because, like, some of these things, like, why is Gran free-to-play nerf for real? I guess, right? Why is Gina this low down? I mean, Vikala's about right. Slight zoner buff, right? UL's about right, I think, right? Abel seems a little low, right? Narmaya's way too low, but she's very popular, right? Narmaya probably is the, well, not that much. What is Narmaya doing down here? Free-to-play debuff for Gran? Maybe. UL too popular? Are there a shit ton of ULs? Let's see. Yeah, UL's also pretty popular, yeah. I guess a lot of UL's hurting her win rates, but I mean, personally, this doesn't seem that far off from what I'd expect UL, right? Yeah, what an interesting list, man. I think most of, like, a lot of the very interesting stuff we could glean, we've kind of gone through. I don't want this to go too long, but surprised Abel isn't closer to even since exploding isn't mutual to him. But I think Abel is very punishing when you make mistakes, right? I think the big thing with Abel is you really can't afford to make that many mistakes on this guy. It's the kind of thing that's going to happen a lot more in, like, lower master rank than higher master rank, right? Just, like, fuck something up and die. UL losing to Nier is hilarious. It's her best matchup. Yeah, I mean, Nier is heavily overinflated here, for sure. We also just remember that netcode can drastically change ranked. Yeah, I mean, certainly, you know, the Cagliostros are overrepresented here because every CAG is playing in 6 rollback frames and shit like that. I'll absolutely admit my lower part in these, my part in lowering these Yule numbers of my crippling Yip gambling addiction. Yeah. Very interesting, man. Let me check up Ars's Reddit post real quick before we wrap up here. Oh. Weirdly, Sora's had a really high win rate for a long time. Here's a couple posts from last year where me and another data gatherer found similar placements. That's not weird, I don't think. Again, like, Sora's has been really good for a long time and really rare for a long time, right? I guess kind of like, yeah, like, final thoughts. I am not surprised that Sora's and Matera are number 1 and 2 on here, right? Because even though I definitely do not think that they are the best and second best characters in the game, Sora's is really good and very rare. Right, and he's kind of the only He's the main sort of intersection of that, I think, right? I mean, that's why Uno is high up here too. I mean, Matera's not that rare, right? But Matera also gets like kind of the zoner buff, like no one knows how to fight the archetype. But Matera also very good, you know, not very popular, right? Shit like this. So I'm not surprised that Sora's win rates are as high as they are. It's just that, you know, it's not a proper reflection of his strength, I don't think, right? Percy really is, I don't even know what to say about Percy, because Percy's not very common, right? Yeah. What is happening down here? Why? Why? I guess Percy is kind of clunky, right? So it may very well be like Percy, he might, like, is Percy like a Grimnir effect? I don't know, but he's so low down. Her too. This I really don't understand. Like, these two, as far as people who are like grand, you know, free-to-play effects, Vegeta, I don't know, man. The Vegetas are just on crack all the time. It's like Salts does not log on often enough, and it's just Vegetas who are doing whatever the fuck. Kind of like, I guess it's like the Catalina effect of like Catalinas that are just playing the character for fun, right? Just doing whatever they want. But Vegeta's is also a lot worse than Cat, so it hurts her a lot. But yeah, certainly some very interesting outliers here, right? Some very interesting outliers of like characters that are certainly much better than this. Percy's kind of harder to play than he seems on the surface. I suppose so. Hello, Brick. What are you looking at? This is a data-driven matchup charts by Avaris here, but we're just about done, I think. We'll do the OST tier list. Both said Salts isn't also crazy, but Salts is crazy, comma, is going to fuck you in the ass, right? Salts, like, you know, Salts is going to kill you, right? Salts is doing shit, except his shit works, right? Percival feels like the worst to play character of any in the game for me. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, shout out to Avaris once again. I'll probably cut this down for the actual video that I make, because a lot of this kind of was like waffling about the matchup chart. But very interesting data, right? As more people, honestly, as more people get into Master, like, I know people are like, oh, they're funneling too many people into Master Rank. I fucking hate it, man. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I want more people in Master Rank. I want more people in High Master Rank, because I want to see. This is so cool. We just don't quite have the player population yet to, like, you know, Avaris could not make this for 3,000 plus only. Is there any, I mean, is there any, did he do anything like that just for funsies? Yeah, best matchup in the game is Percival and Matera, which is interesting. Is there any world where is there any way where he made it GMs only? Let me check real quick, last thing. Just for fun. From Avaris A. Avaris. Let me turn off streamer mode for a sec. I'm trying to like filter through in the Graham Blue chat, because I know he talked to some people in the chat for this. From Avaris, GM. I can filter on just GM versus GM matches. Oh, this is, okay, no. I don't think he did it. Fuck. Yeah, I'm so curious, right? It wouldn't be a representative sample, but like, I'm just curious to see how it would differ. I'm doing my part to tank Galleon's win rate, and thereby maintain the underpowered agenda. I want more people in Master, but I want that to be because of a player base increase. It is also that, to be fair, right? It is also that. Like, certainly there is just way more people. I think Avaris' ranked data, he said there were like 15,000 more like new players over the course of the month with the Galleon patch. So the game is getting bigger, which is nice, right? The game is getting bigger over time. So yeah, we'll take it. Okay, it looks like he did not do a GM versus GM. So we'll call it here. But you know, what a time to be alive, man. Sora's, I for one welcome our new top 1 Sora's Overlords. As Sora's is #1 up player forever now. He's not top 1, but you know what? Fuck it. Sora's is top 1. Nerf immediately, please. Please help. Save us from the menace. The pervy old man is doing things to me that cannot be legal, certainly. Salsa is the only Vegeta I have to consider being whiff punished against. The rest of them just kind of swing far H and neutral. Yeah. If I get to 1K with Vayne one day, I'll call myself a non-feeder. All right. I wanna. Do we have time for this? I got like 2.5 hours. I think we got time for that, right? Let's OST tier list. Let's OST tier list. I wanted to do that too. Let's. We got some DLC characters in, and a lot of songs honestly have grown on me. It's every song. That's right. We might not listen to all of them in full, but a lot of songs have grown on me. There's new songs come out. I don't know if we'll factor in like vocal versions for anything, but all right, well, let me find. Can I make like a? I want to find like the 2.1, 2.0 tier list and use that. GBVS Rising tier list. Because I would, if possible, I don't want to like every time I move, I want to like have this up to reference and move around. Version 2.1, version 1.5, honestly, and then we can just, so we have to add, who is this? What in the fuck? We have to add, we have to add Sandalphon, Vicala, and Galleon, is that right? Oh, every character, I guess, well, that's a good point. I was thinking every character theme. I'm not sure how we could, yeah, I'm not sure how we could do, theme tier list, but that's two. I wanted to do every character theme. I'm not sure how we could include every non-character OST as well. I think it's just gonna be character themes, I fear. Because I don't even know, like, what would you make the image for, like, the ultimate or something like that, you know what I mean? Plus, I don't know if we have time if we do literally every theme. Let me go back to that 1.5 tier list. Save me. Save me. Save me, man. 2.1. Go here. I just keep losing. No Rose Queen, I fear. Let's get Grand's theme playing while we do this. Grand GBVSR theme. Okay, so we're gonna do GBVS Rising tier list. We're gonna grab the 1.5 version. So that's got Versuja in that bitch. And then we're going to why is this shit loading so slow, man? What happened? What did I do wrong? Just go to Paint and write every song's name in Comic Sans and paste it. You know, when you say it like that, it sounds like a horrible idea. So that really does solidify my opinion from earlier, I think. Excuse me. No, what the fuck? Come on. Andale. Don't be sad, Midnight New World Order won't be on the list either. I'm sad too. Misery does love company. Alright, what about if I just look it up directly? There you go. Okay, tier maker cannot be trusted, man. What's happening? It's dead? The fucking website is dead? What did I do wrong? Let's get where's Grant?
Very good odds.
Where's Grant's theme, man?
Is incredibly smart and attractive.
Oh, I have to go to the GBS. Yeah. Shout out Zeron, who uploaded everything, by the way. What a beast. Alright, there we go. And oh, Miyato! Wow! Hello, Miyato. God damn, welcome back. I love Brick SPD. So true. Welcome back, Miyato. How you doing? Yeah, so this is a little fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why Muscle Vern is in here and shit like that. I'm not busy today. Hello. Let's get Vicala. We have to get Vicala. We have to get Sandalphon. Right, there's Vicala. We have to get Sandalphon in here as well, and then we have to get Galleon, and I think then we'll have everyone. Honestly, let's use this image of him and let's be a little bit closer in. Want to use the 2.1 tier list for all characters? Because then I like to, it saved the last thing you did, and I want to keep the actual tier list so I can manipulate that and move it around, you know what I mean? When I want to bring it up or use it as a reference or something like that. That's basically why. That's why I'm going back and adding images to this one. Because I want to, like, save that web page, basically, if that makes sense. And Galleon. There we go. Just use an OST tier list then? They don't exist! They don't exist! No one's made one. Everything's computer. Okay, and it's ordered a little bit funny. Let's bring 2B down here. Let's move these guys to the end. Oh, this is ordered alphabetically, dude. So true. Okay, let's get Grand Gina Catalina, and then we'll go from there. But I got a playlist for all the vocal versions I know of. Unfortunately, the vocal versions, that's not what's in the fucking video game, brother. That's not what's in the fucking video game. Oh, wait, hold up. Raz made one? Hold on. Link below. Oh, fuck, it's Twitter, man. Send me the link. Don't send me the tweets. I don't got x.com, man. I don't use Nazi websites. I'm gonna need you to send me the actual link. I can't go into the replies. I'm not a reply guy. Is it really called GBVSR OST all songs? Okay, let's see here. Thing is, when I tried to search up anything on Tier Maker earlier, it shat its pants. Let's see if it can be trusted. GBVSR are OST all songs. Excuse me, sir. There you go. There it is. This? So true, bestie. Yeah, GBOST, OST, also. Okay, okay. I think that's it. I think we got it. Okay, all right. Wait, never mind. We got it then. We can do it. It's up to date as well. Amazing. Okay, perfect. So we have every OST in the game. That's good too. We get to add the stuff that we didn't do last time and all of this. Let's see. I mean, I still like Fire Piano Guy as the top tier. It just goes hard, you know. I can picture it. It's very evocative. How many? I don't know how many tiers we're gonna need, to be honest with you. Let's do a banger. We can do a banger, certainly. We have a banger tier going on. We can have nice, you know. We can have like okay. Like I like it, right? And then maybe like meh, and then boring or something along those lines. That sounds not quite my tempo. I like not quite my tempo actually. Not quite my tempo. I fuck with it. Okay. So yeah, those are our tiers. I like the good tiers being blue usually. Honestly, I'm sort of like a blue gradient kind of guy, and then you can be like yellow, you can be orange, and then you, not quite my tempo, can be red. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna listen, probably not to the whole thing, just because A tier is sexy saxophone, man. I think it gets a little confusing as to what's better than what, right? But yeah, so we're gonna we'll listen to Grants right now. This is Such a Blue Sky, right? Probably not gonna listen to the entire OST for everything, just because I actually just don't have enough time. So, you know, we might like listen to a little bit of it. We might, you know, skip ahead a little bit if we kind of get the idea, see if it ever gets a little bit more interesting, something like that, right? Grant, Grant, I like the, we're listening to it as we currently speak, right? Shout outs to Zeron, who uploaded all this shit years ago, and he also uploaded all the Rising themes and stuff like that. I could turn it up a little bit too. That might be a little, let me know if it's a little too loud. I'm not trying to like blast anyone. Like, yeah, this is fine. It's got like, it's sort of like the main theme of the whole goddamn franchise and shit like that too. I don't mind this, right? I think this is like the definition of like, I like it. You know, I thought this was a lot more boring back in the day, but like, right? It's got like use the officially released versions by Cygames. They have better quality. It's okay. It's fine. I don't think the quality of the instruments is really going to determine gonna be the difference maker here, right? But yeah, it's fine, right? I like hearing it during an intense match. Yeah, it's got like a good build up, right? I like it's like some kind of brass. I don't know who that is who's doing that. It's like a trumpet or something like that. Is that trumpets? Right? It's nice. It's nice. I definitely, I'm gonna put it. I think it's probably like the definition of like I like it. Right? I think it's definitely grown on me. I like this part too. You know, very very nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe as time goes on, I realize that it's a little better, or a little worse than I thought. Right? We can do. I have both here. I have the Rising, and I have the Versus ones. Right? So let's get them on the same page right here. This is composed by Yasunori, right? I have no idea. No idea. Zeron did not credit, imagine. We can do Catalina's next, which I do fuck with the violin on this quite a bit, right? I think it's a violin. Right? I'm not very clever with my instruments, but that's a violin, right? I like the vibe of this just in general pretty well, right? I think it goes a little crazy on it after too, right? Cat theme of banger, I'm a big fan. Let's turn it up a little bit while I'm just not gonna talk, right? Got that little build up, right? Now the thing is though, you need something here, and I really like this, right? They give you something really nice like that. It builds up a lot. And I'm a big fan of this. Right? It's quite nice. This a waltzer, like something you can dance on. It's got a drop, so I'm not sure, but yeah, you know, maybe not like a slow dance. But I like it. Not something I want to hear when I'm fighting for my life. Fair enough. I kind of just thought about how much I like the music in general, right? Not necessarily how well it goes with like while you're playing the game. And then it kind of just goes, I think this is kind of it, and then it'll loop once more, right? Like, I like it. I will say, I think as like other OSTs have come out and stuff like this, I think I like this less than I used to, but I fuck with it, right? I fuck with it. I do like this. I do like this quite a bit. Like as new like better stuff has come out, but I think I might have had this here before. I think I've you know, there's my opinions on some of the themes. Some of them I've gotten a little higher on. Some of them I've gotten a little lower on. But it's still very nice. I really like. I fuck with the drop, pretty heavy, right? I have too many tabs open. Uma Musume tier lists. You know what? That's fine. Actually, we can keep that. Let's close this. Let's get in here. What's next? Noble Execution. So true. This is Charlotta's. Now, here's the thing. This has grown on me a lot, right? I did not like. I just be putting this on in training modes, right? I did not like this as much. I like the kind of galloping thing, that, like the drums are doing there too, right? I don't know. Is that a violin of some kind too? I mean, the guitar also. Right? This has really grown on me. This has really grown on me. I think I put this in like meh the first time I listened to it, but like the little call and response there that's going on. Not really a call and response. I guess it's more of like a up down kind of thing. And it's like it keeps going too. It's dynamic. It doesn't just do the same thing over and over. You know. Right? It's just good, right? The final third of the song is actually insane. Yeah, and like, Catalina's kind of like, you gotta give a minute of pretty good, and then it loops, right? But this thing, it just keeps going, right? They don't stop. I really like the percussion on this too, in general. Like, the drums in the back, like, you just gotta... It's just good, right? It's just really good. I don't know how good it is, but I really like... I started just like listening to this in training mode just because I like it, Like I'll pick it out of a lot of different songs in the video game. Alright? And again, we're not done. It's just... There's so much happening. Right? Charlotta's top 10 at least? I would probably tend to agree. I've gotten a lot higher on this, because now we kind of get back. This is where it kind of loops a little bit, right? Right, like here we're back to sort of what we were doing before, right? I think there's one more. I think there's one more bit of a nuts in here. I fuck with guitar solos a lot. It's a high bar, man. Right, and then yeah. Dude, that like that sort of note that they hold out there too. It's good like all the way through, kind of. You know what I mean? We're building up really hard. What are you giving me? All right. I will say I would love a little bit more on that drop, but still, the solo's still really cool, right? The solo's still really cool. It's something else, I mean, I don't know why, but they really just gave her fucking everything on the theme, right? And then it kind of tapers out on that. So I mean, like, this really has, I don't think I was a huge fan of this the first time I listened to it. Like, you hear the whole thing out multiple times in matches and training mode, shit like that. Why did they cook this hard on the potato, man? What happened? Right? What did they do? Like, why is it this good? It's just, it never ends, man. It never ends, right? Leash is a damn good one coming up. I'm a big fan of Fairies as well, yeah. Similar vibe to Catalina's, but I think I like the way that it does its thing a little bit more too. Where is Leash? There it is. Right. But yeah, Charlotte's just really good, right? Fairies always sound like an anime opening to me, especially like that, the guitar coming in like that. It's like some Where Our Blue Is, Jujutsu Kaisen ass music, man. Right, also, a calmer vibe, like very like anime OST, very like anime opening, shit like that, right? So make one crazy ass AMV back in the day, yeah. You also remember me near the top on a lot of these. You made noble execution, low hanger, and fealty. Yeah. Very animated in a good way, yeah. Magical Girl Wilson. The vocal version sounds like an anime opening, especially, yeah. So like, this is all, I like this a lot, right? But again, you're building up. What are you giving me on the drop? And again, it's super anime, but like, I just fuck with it, right? I just fuck with it. I fuck with it quite a lot. Right? Various voice replaces the violin, interesting. You know this anime would have people jumping on a grass field too, a blue sky doing moves, for real, yeah. What is Sora's esteem with other boys? Sora's esteem is definitely hurt a lot by not being vocal, but violin he can be. Hey, a regular cheat. And again, you know, the guitar is in there, right? Like it's not just like a bunch of strings and shit like that. This guitar is here and he's doing shit. Kindness is key, MGC. What a great name. What a great name. Welcome. Right? I like this. This is Catalina's theme, but it's just got a little bit more going on. You know what I mean? The guitar getting hit by stray normals, yeah. We're back, right? It's a little bit more peaceful again. We're chilling, we're having a good time, right? This is just a better version of Catalina's theme. Like I like Catalina's theme. This is Catalina's theme with just more shit happening. This is so anime too, right? You're getting zoned, right? You're getting zoned by the OST, exactly. Ooh, dude, that little. I like that little. I need to play this again. Like, I just love how it just kind of like pulls away for a sec, right? Like it just. Wait, hold on. It's I went a little too far back, right? I think it's here, right? Like it just like everything pulls away, right? It's just the violin and a little bit, you know, very, very, very light percussion in the background there. Da-na, like right back into it too, right? It's just yeah. This is good. This is good. I think I might have put this in Fire Piano Guy last time. I think I'm gonna do that again. Right? Pullbacks are awesome. Yep. And it's also, I mean, I like anime, right? It's like when I say this sounds like an anime opening or an anime OST or something, I like a lot, like, you know, I'm that guy. I'm like the guy where it's like, some people ask me like, oh, what music do you listen to? Oh, I listen to like video game and anime OSTs, and everyone stops talking to me because they're like, this guy probably is a bit of a weirdo, right? Like, this is my shit, man. This is like the kind of music that I like. It sounds like an anime opening. Yeah, that's me, man. I like anime openings. Right, so we got to start moving quicker too. But like that, I mean, that's just for the Fire Piano Guy ones. We got to listen to more of them, right? This is I think I like this more than Charlotta's personally, but they're both really, really good, right? All right, Lance. Okay, so Lance is interesting because I remember when I heard Lance the first time, right? I didn't like it very much, but as I've listened to it more, sometimes I find myself like playing in a match and going like, wait, whose theme is this? People are like, oh, it's Lancelot. I'm like, oh, what do you know? Weiser Drache, right? It's like, you know, it's got some fanfare, you know, it's got a little bit of energy to it, right? I like that little run on the piano. No, is that piano? Actually, might not be. I'm stupid musically, don't mind. Right. This is a little bit, this is a little bit filler for me. It starts nice, but I feel like it gets a little filler here. All right. I do like this guy, whoever that. This is another string instrument, right? This is another, this is like a violin or something similar, right? Rick is not handed the aux cord. What did I do? This is the part that I like, right? The part that I find myself sometimes, I'm just like playing the game and this happens and I go, wait, whose theme is this? It's this right here, right? The problem with like the first 30 seconds, I could take them or leave them, right? But I will say I do like what happens on the like pseudo kind of drop here. I do like this. I don't love this, but I do like this. Right? Problem is I think the problem with me with Lance's theme is that, again, it starts okay, and then it's kind of filler, and then I get to this, which I like, but like this is not, you know, this is not even like the like that little like pulled in like distorted guitar on fairies or anything like that. Right, it's good, it's good. I like this part. I forget where we go from here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just the spin-off protagonist theme, yeah. You can hear like I have like a little bit of like a similar vibe to Grant in some ways, right? It's like this is nice, but I believe again we just kind of go back to right, like it's kind of resting place here. Whatever it's doing here, I'm not a big fan of it. Right? It's just not super exciting to me, but we do go back to oh no we do this, yeah. With this actually I'm not. It's weird. I want to like this. The violin is doing a lot. Yeah, the violin is doing a lot. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure why I don't fuck with this as hard. This theme feels like it's missing something, like some ice. I don't know. Maybe. I'm too stupid musically to tell you what, but another instrument might actually be real, right? The violin couldn't carry this one? Yeah, it almost needs another instrument. I'm not sure what. I like this part, but like, I mean, it took us 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get here, right? It feels like that JoJo protag beating up the villain of the episode feel to it. Only like the hi-hat parts though, right? Or like the sort of, I guess the choruses, the climaxes. Maybe a cello? Maybe. I think the other OSTs have more instruments and more layers. This one's just violin and drums mostly. Yeah, which I guess is what leads to it feeling a little bit more boring. But yeah, the violin's great. I mean, I like this. I like see, I like what he's doing there. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's missing something. It's not bad. What's there isn't bad, but I feel like it's missing something, right? I don't dislike this, but like I'm almost a little frustrated. I want to like it more than I do. You know what I mean? I want to like it more than I do. I just don't like it that much. Okay, Lohengrin. I remember the first time I heard this, I thought it was a villain theme, right? Especially how this starts. I thought it was a villain theme, right? Like this sounds like a villain theme, damn near to me in the beginning, but it starts very bombastic. So this one's also grown on me a little bit. But like, look at this. This is like this is fucking Dracula. This is the Castlevania, like, right? Right? Like, it's very, this is very much like some sort of like Castlevania villain theme ass. It's really true to his character that it would sound a bit like a villain? I guess so. I will say, I love how Percival's theme starts. This is okay, right? I like this, but I need a little bit more from it. I love how it begins. Right? Like, there's a little bit too... It kind of does the same thing for a little bit too long in the middle here for my liking. I like that little step up there, like the... Right? Again, when it starts leaning more on like this, it's some kind of keyboard. I'm not sure if it's an organ or what. When it kind of goes a little bit back to that, I fuck with it, right? Like these more like royal feelings, like some of that choir and shit. This though, right? Like most of the song is this kind of like lead guitar doing its thing, and this just isn't that interesting to me. Right? It sounds like an organ, yeah. Like in the beginning, in that little middle bit right there. This is cool. This is fine. But look at this, right? Look at how long we're doing this, like the same thing for. And that thing isn't really, I don't really fuck with that thing. You know what I mean? It really does feel like a Castlevania song. No, for sure. And again, the parts where it like really leans in, like this is, what comes here? I forget. I don't want to talk, let me turn it up so even if I'm talking over it, it's still like overpowering. Right? Like, again, like, this is cool. I like this, what this guitar is doing, but remember with the Charlotta theme, I was like, after that big build-up, it went kind of into a solo, and I was like, I wish I got a little bit more out of that. This is just like that, except the solo's not, it's even, like, not as cool, and there's been too much buildup, right? This is cool. I like this, right? But like, for how, like, you threw me off a cliff and I went into like a nice little slope, you know? I was expecting more piano or organ at the top. Yeah. It's an anime theme. They definitely spent a little too long showing him running through the field with his Nakama. Yeah. Guessing the nature of being a fighting game song, it wants to hang on points more, I think. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the songs before it don't have this problem, or at least it's not that they hang on something, they don't hang on something, it's the thing they're hanging on is more interesting, right? Generally, like, what this, like, the kind of, again, the resting spot for this is just not that interesting. Like this, it's cool, but like, look at this, man, like, come on, what are we doing? Right, it's like, so far, like, 2.5 of the minutes of, like, 2.5 minutes, a minute 30 of them have just been this. Because Yasunori wanted to give that feeling of build-up that Mercy has in game. That's fair, but like, you know? Again, see, when we come to these moments, I like it, but even now, like, this third time, it doesn't hit as hard. Even this, you can't save it at this point. See what I mean? Again, like, even here, like, this, look at how much buildup this is, right? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then like a drum roll too, and then it's just kind of, right? Like, I get it, but like, this is not that cool of a break. Like, that is so much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then not really that much going on after, right? Like, this is not bad by any means, but like, you know, there's so much buildup. I like this drop a lot, actually. It's cool. It needs lyrics, maybe, but like, I don't know. Maybe there's just no violin in this one. Maybe I'm just like a stupid violin build idiot or something. Oh, this is cool, dude. Where is this? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, what is happening here? Like, this is so cool. Cause see, you have the like dun. Dun, dun, dun. You got a little choir in the background. Also, you have like the like the string, like there's a string instrument or something in the back. You hear that? It's kind of faint, but it's like the. It's kind of like going back like sideways like that. Like there's a lot happening there. It's very cool, right? This is so cool. Oh, and it keeps going. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, now I'm mad. What the fuck is this? Dude, what? I'm so mad. You could have done that the whole... You... What the fuck? You could have done that the whole time? This is what I'm talking about, man. Like these are, like, it's not that the instrument, like, right? Again, this is like that huge build up, a little bit of a disappointing drop, in my opinion. Right? This is like 40 seconds of like, it grabs your balls and never lets go. Keeps going, and then I'm getting a little high. I'm sorry, this part's good. Okay. I just wanna hear this. I'm mad. I'm turning the volume back down, but also I'm mad because like I feel so vindicated, man. You could have done something. You could have, like, you know, I don't know, man. I understand. Obviously, you're not gonna do that in the middle of the song because like that's the climax, right? I understand. But like, you could have been doing more interesting things with the instruments the entire time, and you just only decided to do it at the end, man. It's too much buildup. It's too much goddamn buildup. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. You're going to meh. I don't like you. Because like I actually don't like this song. The song makes me mad. Like, it generally feels like I'm getting edged, right? I'm pissed. The start and the end are go tier, so maybe it's in I like it. But like the start's nice, but yeah, it's like almost, you know, it's like a student in a classroom who you know could do better. You know he could do better, but he's just slacking off. That one almost hurts more than the guy who's just stupid, right? Sometimes the kid is just stupid. You know, like, I mean, Grant is that. Grant is just the dumb kid who like, you know, he does his best, right? The theme's fine. The whole theme is just, I like it. It's fine, right? This is like you're wasting your potential, and it makes me mad. Like I get negative feelings listening to this shit because I'm like, it could have been so much cool. It makes me upset listening to it. Okay, it makes me upset listening to it because I'm like, why? What are we doing here, man? Why? Why are we? You could have been a brain surgeon. You know what I mean? But nah, man, you wanted to smoke weed all day and eat pizza and shit like that. It's sad. It's sad. Makes me sad. It's gonna be a 6-hour stream. Oh fuck, we have to go. Yeah. Ladiva. I actually have to go at like 8:30. Let's try and get all the character themes done at least. Cause I have to go. I have to like actually straight up get the fuck out of here at 8:30. Where is Ladiva? Ladiva. Right. Started as an A project, dropped to a D, then saved it for a B. Exactly. Right. I like Ladiva's theme. Ladiva's theme is not one of my favorites personally, but like I like Ladiva's theme. Right. Like what's going on with this? Is an organ? Or no, it's a Rhodes piano of some kind. Right. There's a lot of like synth going on. Right. Ladiva's theme is empty. I would like maybe a little bit more in here. Yeah, but some of these you just know. Maybe move through those fast. Yeah. No rain. But I like this. Right. But it's just a little slow. It's an interesting instrument, right? It's not one that you see in a lot of the other compositions, I think, right? And I do like when the guitar comes in here, right? It's a little. I guess it's just this really feels like so okay, you know with Fairy's theme we talked about how the violin like acts as kind of the vocal. The vocals replace the violin in the vocal version, right? It feels like it needs one more thing, right? It needs one more thing on top of it somewhere here, right? I like it, but it needs like one more thing to like really be like great, right? It does sound like a WWE intro or like or something like that. And also that is kind of, I don't think we get big not my tempo here. I like this part with I like the guitar, what he's doing in here, but I like this part. I do like the guitar. But like, I just want like one more instrument added in here somewhere. You know what I mean? This is cool. You know, it's a little slow in general, which certainly fits Ladiva. But I want like that part's fine. Everywhere else, I want like one more thing somewhere on this, right? And I don't think it said chanting in the back. I think it'll be perfect. Yeah, something like that. Right? It needs like one other layer added to this somewhere. Because I love this like organ / Rhodes piano / synth, whatever the hell is going on here. I like the guitar when it happens, but it's just empty. Someone said empty. It's a good way to describe it. It's missing one, maybe even two things. Right? It should have fans in the background. That'd be a cool idea, right? Also, it'd be even better for sort of like this like WWE kind of thing. The Jewel Resort crowd in the background. Yeah. Right. It just, I mean, again, I like, yeah, here I think I like this kind of, like this part's really, I do like how the piano fucks, or I guess it's an organ, it's a Rhodes piano, it's a synth, it's something, I'm not sure. But I do like that part, but it's missing a lot, I think, in a lot of it. I don't know if it's not quite my tempo, it just, again, it feels a little bit like wasted potential. I don't think I actively dislike hearing this or something like that. Probably, I'm not sure which one I dislike more between it and Lance, but I don't love Ladiva's theme. Could do with some saxophone, maybe something, right? It just needs one. It needs like an extra thing somewhere, right? It needs like an extra instrument, maybe two at some point. It's a little. There's just not quite enough happening, right? Speaking of the exact opposite, if I remember correctly, I remember not liking this theme very much. Let me listen to Lil Wayne's theme again though. Right, very electric, very like electronic, different kind of vibe from a lot of the themes besides like Matera or something. Right, goofy ass theme a little bit. It's kind of goofy, right? I mean, that's the whole point. It's a little annoying, but I mean, so is he, right? Like I will say, like just the general, this little droning, like this, like the like this is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it is like genuine. Like it's the first one that I've had like a negative feeling towards, but it's also kind of funny that it is annoying because you know it's Lil-Wayne's theme. So I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Locals is like for Lil-Wayne, so all I hear is party people. That's tough. This is cool, though. If I remember correctly, like I like this build up, but I don't think the what comes after this? Yeah, I do like this. I do like that part. Yeah, I do like this part. Right? Not like it's not great, but I like it. I like it. It's like finally not annoying anymore. Like it's electronic in like a good way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's all not something I listen to outside of the game. I think it's not quite like my genre of music, like my preferred genre of music, which is gonna hurt a little bit, but I also unironically, it's just that. What is this actually? What is this? What is this? Oh. Wow. That just like really cemented to me how much I hate this part. Because it took it away from that. It took it away from me. That was so cool. I was like very... Like, what is this whole thing? But then yeah, this just becomes like and I just don't like it. Okay, get me to the second drop. I like the drop. I do like the build up and the drop. IMO the doo-doo goes hard. It's like genuinely a little annoying for me personally. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, right? Because I really like that part, but also like the it's genuinely like I don't like it. Like it's not even like it's not even my thing. It's like it's annoying. Like it actively annoys me. But like I like the build up. I like the drop. I like that one part where they were like, okay, now we're gonna do like music, and then they decided they weren't. It pisses me, like, part of it, like, it's really the only theme so far, though, where, like, part of it is, like, genuinely, I've wanted it to be over. And it only got highlighted in that, you know, that sort of post-drop kind of thing. I don't think I like this. I think it's also, I mean, I'm also just, like, generally, electronic music's not really my thing. Lil-Wayne accurate? Yeah, I mean, it's trying to be annoying, right? I think. It's trying to be annoying, which is very true, but it also means I think it's not quite my temp. Like, the main sort of, like, you know, if I say, like, you know, the main kind of, like, the places that, like, Percival or Lil-Wayne or, sorry, Percival or Ladiva or Lance's themes, they kind of, like, they rest in places that I find a little boring. This, like, rests in a place that I find a little annoying, right? Very different, right? Boring versus, like, I actively, like, want this to be over is very different. Right? All right, second to none is Matera's. Let's go, man. We gotta go. It's also a pretty electronic theme, if I remember correctly, kind of like Lil-Wayne's. I like this. This is a much more interesting beginning, sir. Very bad, bitch. Very dubsteppy, yeah, but it's got like... I like Matera's theme, it's more chilled than the others, it makes sense for its bottom one, you think so? Weird sound from Matera, but I like it a lot. I don't know why, but it's got like a bad bitchiness to it. Maybe it's just that I'm associating with Matera, but like... This part I'm not a huge fan of. I like the beginning. Yeah, this part I'm not as big of a fan of. I do like that though. I believe I like this when it like once it's done with this part, I think I like what the, I think I like where it drops, if I remember correctly, but... This only changes the key of the same thing over and over, yeah. This part's been a little boring, not gonna lie to you. I do like, I remember that being better though. I like this, but I remember that being better than it is. Does it work for a different kind of bad bitch, I think? Yeah. It's got bad bitch in it, maybe the wrong kind of bad bitch. I like this part very much. I like this part too, but I thought I liked it more than I did. We kind of go right back to it, right? Back to it. Ooh, I like that, like the round. That one little strum there. Somehow it just sounds better in game. Ooh, I like this part. A lot of tracks improve by being in the background. Yeah, you only notice the good parts, basically. But the reality is, you know, the rest of it's still there. This isn't bottom one, guys. Come on, this isn't that bad. This part's not good, right? This part's not good, certainly. Like this again, the general kind of place that it. But even this, it's closer to bottom one than top one. Oh, sure, yeah. It ain't bad, the others are better? Yeah. It's closer to mid than bottom one to me. The problem is, this part is just not very good, right? I like the whole song a lot. Yeah, I don't like... the good parts are quite good, actually. But I think it's got a very... There's gonna be a lot of things, I think. They just, like, they sit on something very boring. You know what I mean? Like, that... It sits on that for so long, I just find it to be kind of boring. You know? Mr. Raga, Sir Opstoppa. The theme of the new top one, potentially. I do like that little sting in the beginning there, before the guitar comes in. Theme of Super Armor, yep. It's got a guitar and a violin, that's a good start. That's a good start. We fuck with the guitar and the violin. Oh, it's also, yeah, I mean, this shit is heavy, right? Exactly as you might expect for Vasaraga. I kind of like the really, like, high-pitched, you know, very good, very nice contrast there between and like ding, ding. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this one. And again, like, even, see, like, so this is something I want to, like, point out. This, like, that, like, dun, 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 with, like, another instrument, that's kind of, like, where this thing, that's kind of where it sits. That's how it transitions. That's, you know, what it goes to, if it's gonna, like, do that before a build-up or something. But it's different, right? Like, do you see, like, good bass doesn't evolve enough from what I remember? Well, what I'm, like, when we get to, like, here, right? It's, like... dun, dun, with like the bing bong, the little chimes. But when you go, when it repeats again, it's different. Which it's different in a way that is like entertaining to me, right? Because here it's like they've replaced the little ting 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 with a violin, which is a much more engaging instrument. So it's like it's getting, you know, right? And you also have that like dun dun dun, right? I am curious as to where this goes because I don't remember that. Like his theme captures his character well, I think. Yeah, the contrast seems too standard knightish. I don't think so at all. Standard knightish is not dun, dun, dun. Like I really like the contrast of like the really heavy sounds, like the very sort of like, you know, this like high pitched, like angelic almost like chimes and like the violin and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, he has two walls inside of him. One of them is a good person, one of them is not a good person. Yeah, I love the heavy metal with like the really like the violin being prominent, but there always being this undercurrent of like dun 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 dun. Right? Look, I've heard things very similar to this. Nah. Well, it's just the violin I can see the night complaint. Yeah, again, I think like him having some of like the heaviest instruments that we've heard too, like this fucking like crunchy sounding like electric guitar. So I'm curious. This is a build-up, I assume, to something. I don't remember where this goes. So, like, this is okay. I'm okay with this, but I need something out of this to make it worth, like, kind of wading through this, right? And that's not exactly what I'm looking for, right? This is nice. I'm not saying it's bad, I think it's good. This is giving me the reason to put it above mid. Wasn't this borrowed from the Colossus theme? I believe so. Like that, I need a little bit more after that sort of build up there, but... Colossus drums are not common at all. They feel heavy, which is very fitting. I agree. And it kind of pulls away for a second, but what happens here? Right? Okay, I like that. It disappointed me a little bit on that first build-up, though. It disappointed me a little bit on that first build-up. Right? And also, here, these don't feel, the things feel like they've gotten a little less... Like, the drums aren't quite as heavy. The guitar's gone, which I don't like. I think, well, okay. Maybe the point of the guitar being gone is supposed to be this is Vasaraga having, like, you know, like, Grynos isn't controlling him anymore kind of thing. Like, there might be, like, a narrative, because, I mean, the guitar, I think, like, the guitar and the sort of heavier instruments are very clearly meant to be representing, like, the darker side of him, the Automagod weapon, you know, him, like, almost, like, hurting the crew, shit like this. And, like, the violin and all of it is, like, that's him, he's, like, a good guy, stuff like this. So, like, it's nice that it's, like, this triumphant moment. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of the heavy metal instruments made it sound better. So, like, while it's, like, I see, like, the narrative it's getting across, I feel like it gets less interesting because we're missing that, like, layering of this heavy metal sort of instrumentation with the violin, right? So, like, even though I understand, like, what you're trying to do, I feel like it almost feels like the song progresses backwards. It's, like, more interesting at the beginning than at the end. Musically, anyway, right? Okay, they're back a little bit. They got a little more controlled, right? The guitar's still there. Yeah, but the guitar, the drums, like, none of them are quite as, like, dun, dun, dun. Like, they're not quite as heavy, I guess, would be the untrained, idiot word for it, right? You see, like, that guy. Dun, dun, dun. Like, that guy wasn't there anymore. It's good, man. It's good. But, like, I really, you know, like, if it was just off, like, the first, like, minute and a half, it's, like, really good. But, like, it gives Gentle Giant, it's a really good, it's like, one of the best feeling like character themes to me so far, you know? This is very Vasaraga. And it might just be that, like, Vasaraga as a character is someone I'm more interested in. It's somewhere here. I feel like musically alone, I think I like it. And I think that's where I'm going to keep it. If it's, like, based on how it, like, you know, the fact that it's, like, a character theme, like, the story that it tells, stuff like that, maybe I put it up here. But I think, like, musically alone, I think I like it. I think it kind of does regress a little bit. You know, past, like, the first, like, minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that. And it's still not bad. Well, that's still not bad. It's just that I liked the beginning part earlier. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to put Vasaraga in low banger. I'm going to be biased because I like Voss. And I like, even though I think it got worse as it went on, I think it was still good. It just wasn't as interesting to me. Right? Okay. Now, who are we doing next? Is it Zeta? Yeah, it's Zeta. Arves. Yeah, we might not do, we might just do character themes. I'm not sure. Ooh, I like that. I do like the beginning of Zeta's theme a lot. I obviously hear the beginnings most commonly, but top 3 maybe best intro of every OST. Yeah, I really like the beginning. I forget how it goes after this. I don't remember how it goes after the intro. I still don't remember how. Which one is this? Might only do vanilla themes today with the time we're taking. Okay. Okay, this is okay, but again, this is a lot of build-up, so I'm gonna need... I like the piano in the background there, right? They're adding things to it. They are... The fact that it's every step is adding something makes it a little bit more entertaining, for sure. But I need something. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a lot of build-up, man. This is so much build-up. And if I remember correctly, this is so much building. What happens after this? Ooh, no, I like this. No, I like this. That is a good drop. It's too much build up for even this, right? Like I said, I like this drop. It's still built up way, like it can't quite follow it, but this is nice. No, it's nice actually. Overall, it's still a good payoff. Yeah, okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I was waiting to be disappointed. I kinda wasn't, but I kinda was, but not that much. Ooh, and I like this sound. We'll break down here. What the hell? He's got a fucking synth in there? What is this clown shit? Okay. Oh, wait, this theme is good. Yeah. I went impromptu gathering with a bunch of people from my Grand Blue local, but they just random matches. So pretty fun. That was cool. See, it only lasted for a couple of seconds, but it was cool. It's just a switcher. Okay, now we're here again. That's okay. I don't mind this, but again, this is a well done build-up because again, every part of it, like it's different. They add something every time, so it doesn't feel like it's that boring, correct? The piano, right? Yeah, this is well done. This is very well done. I think because it's a little different every time, right? So you're never listening to you're not listening to the same thing over and over. It's the same thing basically we listened to in the first half of the song, right? It's this whole thing repeating again. This is so much build up of the thing, and the drop's good, but it's not good enough for this much. Like, dude, it's a good drop, but like, it's not enough for like. I just want to get across this idea, right? Like, we start here, right? Because it's very like it's a well done build-up and that it adds something new every time, but it really also makes you feel that build-up. It like pulls you along, right? So we're starting at 226, right? And we're going that. So we do 4 of that for that build-up, right? Right, so we've done that 4 times now, and it's building up every single time. And then we do this, which is even more build-up, even more build-up again, and then this is also build-up coming to something else. Like it's so much, right? It's like 40 seconds of like escalating. So like even though that's a good drop, it's I don't know what follows that. I don't know how you make a satisfying drop for that much build-up. You know what I mean? It's like that's like my one. I don't think it's. I like this, by the way. It's really good. I think this is a banger. But it's not Fire Piano Guy because it's just like you just did too much, man. You did too much. There's like you built up so much that even your good drop, I don't think it still feels a little disappointing. In in hindsight, it feels a little disappointing. Hey, it's the needs lyrics to have such a powerful build-up. Yeah, but like you could do something with instruments, but it's got to go crazy, right? 8 minutes, so we can't listen to all above this theme, okay? But like, I think everyone knows this one, right? Everyone knows this. I mean, I played like this to death on just like my own videos and shit, right? It's got lyrics, which is cheating, right? No one else has lyrics. To ask, right? And again, see, the lyrics help a lot. In these slower parts, it still gives you something to latch onto, right? It makes it a lot less boring, right, than it might otherwise be. But even, like, the choir, right? Whose theme is this? Beelzebub. Did you see the choir in the background? Right? There's a lot happening here, right? There's a lot of... Right, like, it's got the vocals, it's got a lot of different layers of instruments, right? I mean, we can, it's 8 minutes, I can't listen to the whole thing, right? But like, Is there an instrumental version? I don't know. I mean, in game, it's got vocals even if it plays in the background. And the vocals are just kind of cheating. I'm not gonna lie to you. Songs with vocals are just cooler than songs without vocals almost all the time. All other things being equal, right? Like, see, otherwise, this drop would be really disappointing if the vocals weren't here, right? But even then, the instruments are still interesting. Listen, man. we gotta move on, okay? But like, what do you want? Obviously, this is, I think, this might still be the best theme in the game, right? I don't know. I think this was the best theme in the game the first time I listened to it, but like, I mean, dude, what is she doing, girl? Vocals carry a lot? Yeah, but, I mean, they're there, is the thing, right? Yes, you're right. Without the vocals, this would be very boring, but it's built around them. Vocals are good, you know, like, especially when she hits this. This is, you know, you're right. The vocals carry. The vocals happen to be there, though, unfortunately. So, vocals buff, yeah. It might be unfair, but this is in game. It's got the vocals. This is not like a vocal version that I looked up. Yeah, it's just, you know, and the instruments are still doing a good job, right? Though again, they're playing backup because the vocals are there, so they're not as in your face as in the other songs. So they don't have to be, right? Versujas is very good. We'll get to Versujas. Yeah, Versujas is a contender for sure. But yeah, I mean, Bulbs, it's great, right? It's peak. It's cinema. Well, what do you want, right? Where is the same blue sky? Vegeta's theme. The same blue sky. I like the vocals a lot, but the instruments are weirdly static. The instruments are playing background, right? The instruments are playing background to the vocals. I think I like Vegeta's. I think I remember liking Vegeta's more than Grant. It's more entertaining than Grant's immediately, I feel like. It's a training mode theme? Yeah, the default training mode theme. What about the singing version of this? I don't know the singing. Again, I'm going by what's in the video game, man. I like Vegeta more than Grant? I think so too. Got a lot of the same things with that brass, right? But it's also, it's just like a little bit more energetic, you know? I think it's that higher pitched, whatever's going on in the background there. I like that a lot more. Wow, yeah, this is good. This one's nice. Not the Grand's bad, but like... I think Vegeta's and Grands are far below the other themes personally. I don't think so at all. I think you just hear them a lot, right? I think you just hear them a shit ton. But like, this to me is, I like the vibe, right? It's a very different vibe, so if like this more upbeat thing isn't your thing, I see that, but... Like, this is doing a lot more than some of the things I'm gonna put below it, I think. Seems comfortable and fine. It's also like it's not doing anything that's blowing my mind, but I like it, you know? I like it. And it's also like it's not stagnant at all, right? It's not stagnant whatsoever. I think everything else is leaving love. Big disagree. This is like, there's a lot more going on here than there are in like, you know, Percival's theme, for example, is way more static and stays on one thing for way longer than this ever does. You know what I mean? Flows very well, yeah. Now, it's not doing anything too adventurous, right? At the end of the day, like, I like it. I like it more than Grand's. But yeah, it's like, it flows well, you know, it's got like a nice little vibe to it, right? It's not doing anything that's making me go like, oh, shit! You know, but like, it's good, it's good. It's a uni theme. Hello, uni theme. Where? There it is. Can you tell she was DLC? Uni jump scare. I like this one. This one's really grown on me a lot too. This is one of the ones that I've just started listening to when I'm just in training mode. I'll pick this and listen to it. This theme is almost exactly like the original Image song. What do you mean by that? Like the vocal song? This theme gets very repetitive to me, but I've definitely overheard it. I mean, certain that you gotta try and see it with a fresh mind here a little bit. The piano replaces the vocals. Ah, okay. I like this part a lot too. Right? It really doesn't sound like a Grand Blue theme. Like again, this, you know, this is fucking Skyscraper Sky High or some shit. It doesn't do the same thing for too long either, right? It's good. It's good. This is like Jita's in that it flows very well. It doesn't sit on the same thing for that long. But I like the things that it chooses to go between way better. Yeah, it's always doing something different, right? Yeah, it's doing something different like all the time, which is very. It never gets like repetitive, in my opinion. Some of the DLC songs from Vanilla go crazy. I mean, you can definitely tell she's DLC, right? There's more effort here. And again, another new thing, right? Like, by this moment, not to keep shitting on Percival, right? But Lancelot, fine. By this moment in Lancelot's theme, we've had intro, right? We've had intro, it sat on something, it did one drop, and we went right back to the exact same thing. This has cycled through like 9 or 10 different things that it's doing here, right? I might just not value variety as much as you do. I think like if it's a song with no vocals, I need variety, otherwise I get bored. Maybe I'm just like an ADHD, I'm just a child, but if there's no vocals, I need to be doing stuff, or else I'm gonna wanna, at a certain point it's gonna be like, alright, I get it. What are we doing? You know? What are we doing here? Right? I don't know. So this now we're kind of looping, right? That was kind of our. Is it different or is it? Oh wait, okay, here it seems to, yeah, okay. There's a little bit going on, right? It is like a 2-minute 30-second long song though, I think, realistically. Yeah, we go back here. Okay. Mostly looping. Yeah, I think it's about 2 minutes. Like the 2 minutes and 30. Like this is basically. I think you could. This is just a 2-minute and 30-second song. The 2-minute and 30-second song that it is a banger. I think. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't think. Again, there's not quite like, you know. There's a couple different times with Leash, with Noble Execution, with Existence, where I'm like, damn, that's not quite there. But this is about as banger as a banger gets, I believe. Right? Like if you're not going to. If you're not gonna just like make me shit my pants in a certain moment, this is about as good as it gets, right? It's just nice. It varies even what it's, you know, even what besides the variety, the stuff that it's doing, it's not variety for variety's sake. It's also just good, right? Unfortunately, Sora's theme is one of like the biggest, it's one of the biggest gaps between like the vocal version and the non-vocal version, I think. But like, listen, man, we're doing what's in the video game. The vocal version of Sora's theme is Testosterone Incarnate, yeah. This is still good, by the way, right? But like, it's not. It's so good. Like Otoko no Uta is so good. This is. I like this still. It's not bad, but it's not the vocal. No, the vocal is so good. It's good, but it can't reach what came before the vocal version. Yeah, I'm not holding that against it. I'm not holding that against it, right? I'm not holding that again. They sound like Soya. It's true. I'm not thinking about the vocal version. I'm just saying. Let's just rank the vocal version. That's not fair to anyone else, is it? Where are my barely closed men? I do like this part a lot. I like what the guitar is doing there. I like the guitar in general a lot. What's got going on here? Suya. Yeah, luckily that's still in there, right? They kept like it's not vocals, but at least they kept that little choir in the backup. Suya. I forget where you go from here. Because again, it's one of them build-ups. I forget what the drop looks like here. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that. And it's just the guitar. The guitar's doing good stuff. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I like it. It's crazy that this is so much worse than the vocal version, but it's still very good, actually. Again, also one of these ones that's like, it's changing a lot. Sora's was DLC too, yes? He was shit on release, but was he also DLC? Or no? It's one of these ones, it's like, there's a lot more variety in there too, right? And now I think we're back, right? He was DLC? Yeah. Okay, now we're sort of back, right? Okay. Oh no, this is different. The base roster middle is only 11 characters. What do you mean Nobuo Uematsu composed this? Wait, is that the motherfucker who did the Final Fantasy music? Or am I mixing him up with someone else? Uematsu, that sounds familiar. Yes? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, he made Dancing Man. This to me is just, it's very similar to Butterfly Girl, I think. It's still really good, by the way. Like, the vocal version is, like, up here. But, like, it's just, again, it varies. It does a lot of stuff that I like. It never really gets boring, in my opinion. I like the guitar a lot. The drop's great. It's got a good build-up and a good drop, right? I fuck with him. Peacemaker's Wings. This is the long-ass one with the Rhodes piano. This is Zoe's theme. Yeah. Interesting, right? It's like 3 different songs smushed together. I remember not liking this much when I first listened to it, but let's see. Where do we go from here again? Yeah. I'm getting that feeling that I think I got the first time I listened to it again, but let's keep going. But I think I'm getting that it's happening to me again. And then it does like the... Which I do like this part. I do like that part, right? And then it kind of builds on it after... Same thing again, but a little different this time. And this is I do like this. It's a much like slower kind of vibe, right? I like this part. And didn't clap. Yeah, it did. This one, okay, I think that's kind of what I'm talking. I love this song. It's very like this is almost like. Remember, I've been variety pilled the whole time. It's almost too much variety. Like it really does. It feels like it keeps. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being mercilessly stabbed. If that makes sense in a good way. Like sometimes I'm like, actually no, I wanted you to hold on that part for a little longer. That was cool. I like the guitar here a lot. Ooh. He just keeps, like, it's confused. It's very interesting to listen to, but it's confusing to listen to. This is the Mega Man boss. Yeah, I've heard this. This is the Mega Man boss music. Yep. I like the song. It feels like we're fighting against the concept of her true form is. Yeah, it feels. But then it's da 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 da. Right. That's what's coming up next in a second here. Oh, no, we're doing this first. This is... Who said earlier this is like 3 different songs smashed into one? The thing is, all of them are good, but I don't know what that... You know, I don't know how to feel about that. This does feel like 3 different songs that are like taking turns, like building up and paying off and shit like that. But like, they're all good. But it feels a little discombobulated sometimes. I have no idea. I like it, I don't like it, I'm confused, I want it, I don't want it, I hate it, I love it. Okay, now we're kind of back to... Alright. I'm listening to more of this one than I would for a song this long. I'm trying to understand what the fuck it's doing. It's done? Okay. That's it? Like we're looping around again? Yeah, I don't fucking get it, man. Like... I think it's Abel, this whole ass opera, yeah. It's... Again, it's like 3 good songs smashed together, but I'm not sure. You know, what like Vasaraga had 2 different, like 2 opposing things kind of happening at once, but I feel like they meshed well together. Whereas this is like, yeah, it really, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I feel. I'm confused. I don't dislike it. I don't love it. It's also, it's not, getting mixed by a song? A little bit, right? I think I'm just going to say that I think it averages out to I like it. I think I like it. Because it's very interesting to listen to, but also, like, sometimes I'm like, wait, come back. Like, you know, one of like the 3 songs that it is starts playing, and then I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then it leaves for another guy. And I'm like, wait, but that was, okay, but this is kind of cool too, and then I don't even get to enjoy that before it's moving on to something else. It's almost like too much variety, but I don't know, man. I like it, I think. I like it. It kind of bounces out. Okay, time for Linkin Park ASMR. Yeah. Let's hit that one more time. Sandwich got every topping, what if I wanted a bit more cheese? Exactly. So here's my thing, right? This is a great intro, obviously. I always wondered, the song always felt like it fell off really hard for 30 seconds to me, but let me just think about it. There's cheating, yeah. So that's great, right? So far, we're talking straight like here, right? However, there is still like another 4 minutes to the song, is the thing, right? And it's just kind of like, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. But best 30 seconds of the OST, maybe. I've referred to this before, it sounds like... I gotta put both my ears on for this. It's not bad, it's just like, it's like Linkin Park ASMR, you know? You got more to say. Let's spit it out, go ahead, ask away. I think the intro's the worst part? That's an interesting take. Even this part, I'm not like... This just kind of sounds a little weird, I guess. Yeah, the lyrics are crazy, sure. I like this part. Inside of you, inside of me. I like this. I don't mind the ASMR, by the way. It's the slight build-up afterwards. I don't know. This part's really good. And then we're right back. Yeah. It's good. It's a good song. It's good song. It's a great song. Drake Paradise Lost for the fans. I like that part. Yeah, like, yeah, so really, okay, to be clear, the part that I don't really like about this is not the ASMR's fine, I don't mind it. It's this part, right? I don't like this very much at all. Like, until we get to, like, that's only like 20 seconds. Because, like, once we're here, I like it again. So it really is only, like, that little bit that kind of, like, kills it. Not kills it, like, I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, I mean, the rest of it's pretty, the rest of it is pretty damn good. Consider the vocal buff, however. Kills it is correct. The rest of it is so good. Like, I do fuck with the rest of this a lot. The end's kind of mad as well. I love Bow Chicka Bow Down. Are you kidding? You don't... Chicka Bow... You don't like this part of... I mean... This is so funny. I don't know. I also like what he's doing with... Like, it's not just funny, too. I like what he's doing with his voice there. He delivers it a couple different ways, too. It's good, it's good. It's fine, it sounds a bit strange after the rest of the song. And also... Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty... there's like a part of it that I like straight up dislike, but the rest of it is so good, right? Yeah, my mic's not even gonna pick that up. I think we're too high pitched there. I like it more than Noble Execution, probably. But it makes you wonder if Noble Execution should be down here. And these should both be down here. Because I like it more than Noble Execution. Yeah, I think I might do that. Love Twitch being so lag, I have to switch to YouTube. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Lich, by the way, holding back the vocal buff. Doing its best. Alright, let's watch Kags. Kags, I remember is like it's two different songs, but they come in sequential, you know. Starts off, it's very cutesy, all this, right? Obviously it transitions to like the rock version later. And also a very good like character thing. Captures Kag pretty well. Kag's seen his perfect characterization, yeah. And I like this part too. It's very much like flicking, like frolicking through like a field, you know, flowers, and oh my god, everything's so cutesy and amazing and perfect and beautiful. The guy going, call me anal retentive in the comments, yeah, from a while still. Like I like this part, like even just, you know, before it hits, I hate this theme alongside Kag. Like, even before it hits, like, the twists, right? It still is nice, right? Not that it's how she presents herself, it's just how she actually is, yeah. This part's nice. And again, it doesn't stick on one thing, it's a good amount of variety. The theme is mid-tilt twist. I mean, if it was the whole thing, but for, like, a minute? Like, we've been here for a minute? I don't mind this yet. I haven't gotten bored of it yet. I certainly probably would if we went for, like, another 2 minutes of just this or something. Like, even this as music, like, I like this. I want it to be over soon, right? And there you go, right? Like, it doesn't overstay its welcome at all, I think. Right. It's also funny. It's just entertaining. Like, it's cool, it's cool. It's like the heaviest instruments we've heard before Fossa Raga. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that like the only person who's got like a dirtier sounding guitar is Foss. Maybe that's all starting to come up. then it mixes them, right? Yeah. Is that? I think it's a little choir happening back there. Right? And then, they kind of like, it just kind of distorts the cuteness a little bit, right? It just kind of like distorts the cuteness. This is a good song. I like how the two songs mix together. Yeah. I love that little, like, this little, I don't know, is that fucking staccato, whatever that guitar's doing? It's just good, right? It's just good. Like, and then, again, the fact that it's 3 different thirds, you know, it never gets, a big fan of themes that center around characterization. I just can't get behind that one. This is great, because it's like, this is one of the ones I think that really, we talked about how, like, Vasaraga, I feel like the characterization of his themes sacrifices the music a little bit. I feel like this one manages to do that while keeping it musically interesting, you know? Like, Vas, you know, like, taking instruments out of Vasaraga's, music as we went on to show, you know, the bad instruments were gone and he triumphed over his dark side. Sure, that's a cool story, but I liked the music better with those instruments in. Whereas this one, I feel like, does a really good job of the characterization without losing what makes the music interesting, and it actually helps, it amplifies it, right? I don't know, this one's really good. I like this a lot, actually. Rinder Kag, I think, is the only character that gets angrier the longer she's in block stun. Yeah. It's really good. I like it a lot. It's like, this is the perfect, like, characterization theme in this OST, anyway, I think. Who are we doing next? We're doing Yuel? Ooh. Remember I used to get Yuel and Anila's themes mixed up all the time. Layul, yep. Listens to your Layul. Where is Dance of 1,000 Years? I do like the flutes. Like Miss Contrarian right now? It's okay, we can disagree. Just notice that Zera will put in the themes. Yeah, it is. Shout out Zera. Is it intentional? It's subjective, right? I like this, whatever this Japanese-ass flute that they love using in their shit is, it's really good. Yeah, that, I don't know what that instrument is. It's a flute, I know, I think. Actually, is that a flute? That might be something else, but... And there's also a little bit of guitar in there, right? This one's definitely one of the ones that has grown on me the most. I used to really not like this, but... I love the instruments are just, I like the instruments that are in here. And you get the little, yeah, and this little shimmer there at the back. Sounds like a flute. Yeah, but I assume not all flutes are created equal, right? Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is good. This is a good thing. It's a good ass thing. Making the flute the main instrument, the guitar in the back sounds so cool. Yeah, this is good. I actually, like, listening to this now. Yeah. It's a wind instrument? It's some kind of wind instrument. Potentially made of wood, potentially made of metal. Oh yeah, what is that? That's the same flute? What? This shit is like Samurai Warriors 2, like... That little high-pitched thing that just ended. It's the same flute? Yeah, I fuck with that. I think I just like this flute a lot. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure I did not rate this very highly last time, but I think I was just like still of the mindset that it and Anila's theme were the exact same thing, so who cares? Ooh, yeah, there's a little harp there. You hear that? Yeah, there's like a little harp or something similar going on there too. Yeah. You ever seen the instruments which are wooden pipes of different lengths tied together with string? That's this instrument? Yes, I have seen. Okay. My mind just made the connection to Naruto. I had that exact same thought at the same time. I think it's is it where did that happen? It is here, I think, right? This is where your brain does that, right? This is just very reminiscent of Naruto, is the thing. Like, this part is very reminiscent of a Naruto theme. Right? See, is a nine-tailed fox? Yeah, yeah. All of our brains did that at the same time, I think. I really like that drop is multiple things at once, right? It's like the guitar like punches in. There's this kind of like shimmery, like high pitched thing in the background. The flute's going as well. That's just like a power. This is like the kind of thing that Zeta, like weirdly, there's not that much buildup here. Zeta's buildup needed a drop that had this much happening at once, right? Right? Like just the boom and like the and like the flute's still going and everything. This drops almost too much for what is happening. Is the musical equivalent to a Japanese tourist trap? Maybe. But as a Japanese tourist, I think it's cool. And the guitar is also there, right? It's not like it's as someone who only enjoys Japanese culture on a surface level, because when you dive deeper into it, it's honestly incredibly unnerving. I'm here for I'm the target audience for the Japanese tourist trap music. I think it's cool. The more I learn about Japanese culture, the less I like it, and therefore I've decided to stay on the tourist trap level. Yeah, I like this. We gotta go. I like this though. How much? I don't know, but I like it. Like somewhere here, probably. Somewhere here. I'm a big fan. Maybe less than Butterfly Girl. Hey, look! Why the fuck does Uno have this theme? Why is this Uno's theme, man? Why does Uno have the boss? Why does Uno have boss music? Why does Uno have, like, final battle for the fate of the world type shit? Yasunori had one more in him? Uno's theme is a secret banger? I've loved this thing forever, but, like, how based? Isn't he like 80x more powerful than he looks? Uno is that strong, that's fair. It fits his lore, yeah. This. I don't know what this is. That's a string instrument of sorts, I think. Uno's technically one of the main villains, I think. Wait, huh? Is that true? But like, I didn't think so. There's a string instrument of some kind in the background there, but like, whatever it's doing, I love it. Like this. This is just, it's so epic, man. He's not a villain? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the Eternals are not villains. This feels very much like, it's not like he's a villain, it's like he's, you know, like he's in his tent preparing to fight, like the end of the end of universe villain, you know what I mean? Like the villain that may destroy the world. What? This feels so epic. Epic. Is that heroic? Yeah. It's heroic, it's epic. It's not villainous at all, I don't think. But it's so epic. Not in the original meaning of the word, not like the 2010 Dubro meaning of the words. It's a ballad, you know? It's like the ballad of Uno, of the Eternals. Big fan of the chanting? Yeah. You see an arcane, he's similar to Heimerdinger, but across the whole skies. Fair. This shit makes me feel something, man. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to follow this man into war. And also, I then like doom every now and then. I get like a little drum in there, a little kick, right? Doom. Yeah, also, it adds a little bit of, again, it adds this like feeling of like this not, a little bit of dread, I guess. There's like a little bit of build up. Something's coming, right? Now that's a bit of, I will say, here to here, right? Like there's been so much build up, and then we kind of like dive down and go into more build up, right? Like this part, this like. Individually, I like those parts. I don't like them back to back like this. You know what I mean? A protector of civilization who has wisdom and spades, yeah. And we're back into this, which I really do like. I think the chanting is more prominent this time around too, right? Yeah, the children come in. Yeah. It's so... There's that one part I don't like, that transition from kind of like build up into loop again, but the rest of it's so good, man. Why? It's crazy, man. For the least popular character in the game. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a perfect character theme, represents him perfectly, but it's so unfortunate that no one plays this guy. Yeah, I mean, it's so unfortunate no one plays him, but it's so good. It's so... Oh, no, don't open up Chrome. It's so good, man. It's so good. Right? It's so good. It's so good. It's such a damn shame that he doesn't exist. Bro's played less than Lunalu. It's true, yeah. You don't have to play against him to put his theme on, and I will choose to put his theme on very often. But yeah, Seahawks also, his theme is also really good. I mean, oh wait, this is banger. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is... I just broke my own chair. I just broke my chair. Did you guys hear that? My chair's broken. I just broke my chair. That's fine. The show must go on. I said banger so hard I slammed my elbow down and my chair snapped. You heard that? Okay. I'm fine. I mean, was that a clank? That was my chair dying. It still works, but it's got a bit of a lean to it. Well, I'm gonna need a new chair. Banger back to back. We'll deal with that later. I guess I'll sit up straight so I don't fall. But I did indeed fuck my... I fucked my chair. Peace and quiet, though? I mean, that's how you know Uno's theme is good. Yeah, banger so hard, like, it made me feel... I got so hyped. I leaned too hard. As soon as you get up, the chair's gonna fall. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Definitely. I'm the only thing holding it together now. Peace and quiet, though? Triple banger? Banger. I mean, okay, to be fair, this is a little... Again, it's the vocals. It's cheating, right? What does this sound like? Fucking the Guns N' Roses ass song or something? What is this? It sounds like some like this sounds like some sort of like popular rock band. I'm not sure. You're not Axl Rose, are you? I don't think so. What am I thinking of? Guns N' Roses is not just a Western song. Are Guns N' Roses a Chinese band? Did I not know? Personally, like the song is hard carried by vocals. Well, I mean, if you're going to have vocals, all of your instruments are going to play second fiddle, right? It's kind of that's natural. Same thing in Beelzebub's theme. But also, that's cool. Like what the guitar's doing back there. But there's, you know, right? Like it's still doing it. Oh, you mean Wild West Western? Gotcha. Right? Like they're still doing interesting things with the instruments. Western song? Are you sure? It sounds like a rock song to me, man, but maybe I'm wrong. This doesn't sound like none of the Western is interesting. Both of you agree, but I disagree. Yeah, it's good. For a vocal track thing, you just have to go crazy. Yeah. The intro definitely did. This sounds like the twanging guitar at the beginning. That's fair. Whatever it is, it's good. Whatever it is, I like it a lot. It's more blockbuster action movie song. I see what they the twangy guitar at the beginning sounding a little Western. I see that. The rest of it, I don't think so. Like right now, it certainly doesn't. It's so good. I mean, vocals is cheating, but like, it gives a little southern rock, maybe. Just a little. Well, southern rock and Wild West is a little bit different. I got distracted. I've just been listening to this. I forgot that we're doing a thing. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just like I've literally just been. I think I like Existence more still. But yeah, it's like I forgot. I was just listening to the fucking song, man. Like I forgot we had to go. I was just having fun. It's really good. Eustace has a really, really, really strong theme, I think. I mean, vocals, sure, but listen, man. It's not my fault they chose to keep his vocals in, right? Pointing out that Lucy versus Eustace quotes this song. That's funny. Okay, let's do Seox Illuminated World, which I also very much like. Okay. Before this starts, to me, this sounds like a boss battle theme in a PlayStation 2 Yu-Gi-Oh video game. Okay? To me, like, I don't know why this gives me that kind of vibe. This sounds like a boss battle theme in a Yu-Gi-Oh video game for the PlayStation 2. I don't know. Oddly specific? I know. But I can't, every time I hear that, I can never get it out of my head. So specific? I know. Yeah, you're right. There you go, man. Especially with that, oh, I see the vision. We're fighting Makura with this one? Yeah. It's a boss battle theme though, Seox versus Daehan. I can hear it? Okay, I'm glad. Man, this guitar he's here for a long time, which is kind of a twist if I remember correctly, but I love this guitar. Like this shit is disgusting. Yeah, I like him a lot. Alright. Like a stank face guitar. He's here for a while. He's here for a while before something else happens. He's good enough that I don't mind him too much. But I would have liked a lot if he got a little bit more of a backing instrument going on here besides just the sort of light drums, right? Yeah, I mean this part's so cool. It is there for a long time. You know what it needed is like, it's like you do it here, right? When we do it again, here. You see how there's like that, it like ramps up for a second, and then like, it stops? It needed like some layering on the second run through here, and then it will be like perfect, I think. Right? It starts for a sec, it's like almost the climax, the chorus, but no, right? That's what we get here, right? Right, one of these guys, before it drops and the guitar is still there, would be really cool. This part's great though, I love this part. I also love that little, like, comes in every now and then pops out. The other criticism is I don't see how it fits Seox, especially personality-wise. I don't know what Seox's personality is. Yeah, like that. Yeah. This part's great. I just checked the soundtrack to realize the one in Versus isn't exactly the same as the original. Interesting. That's his personality is king. So true. I like this part too. Oh, chiller. We're coming down, you know, after. If it fits his edge lord kind of tragic hero, but I like that. Little. Guitar going a little crazy. Seox's tortured soul trying to find redemption. That works. This works then. For sure. Like, okay, could this be a theme for Shadow the Hedgehog? Absolutely. Therefore, it fits Seox too. I like this part a lot too. Needs more gun. Can you see all of me? Like shit. Second half of the song is my favorite part of any Grammy song. I like this part a lot. I have the one qualm with the first part, right? Like, so far, it's been straight banger since then. Yeah, it's been straight gas since that one part I complained about. Yeah. Now I think we go into the... Yeah, it's good, man. That's good shit. That's good eats, right? You kind of go through that same drop again, right?
Guarantee on me. Transparent with 2 HP. Yeah. He's made of paper. I like this too. As a little solo to finish it off. Here, I fuck with that. Yeah, I mean it's good, right? It's good. It's just the start matters a lot, and I have a complaint about like this, like these like 40 seconds here. You know what I mean? It's a little longer than that. So like, it's actually like it's close to a minute, right? I do have a complaint about that. I think that's gonna hold him away from Fire Piano Guy, right? I think I like him more than Noble Execution, less than Parade's Lust. I think it's gonna hold him back from Fire Piano Guy, because like early on I have a complaint. You know, you're not gonna have to get through this every time. You know, I like this guitar, I do. Up till here I'm totally fine. We have 30 more seconds of him though, and he just kind of. The drums get a little faster for sure, but I think I need a little bit something else here. You know. Still though, very very good theme on Seahawks. Another Sky Grand Theme Remix number 3 potential. Vera's theme. Slow down of course in the second half is godlike. Oh, it's great, yeah. It's a little bit more, you know, it's got a little noble vibe to it. I mean, you know, the Lord, the Lady of Albeit, however you want to think about it. But also, she's just a girl. Type shit. Vera's original theme before Versus, I think. I have no idea why Vera has Sky in her theme, which has no relation to Granite. She's just a girl. This feels empty without vocals. It's definitely a theme. She's just a girl. I do like the. I like that part. This is what's currently happening. Has more to do with Luminera. Makes it sound more like Catalina's theme or similar. We updated the OST tier list, dude. This is nice, you know? Again, it's not doing anything that's like blow my mind. I'm not bored, you know? It's my least favorite theme in the entire game. I don't know why. I'm not bored right now. Not yet, anyway. Maybe I will be eventually. I'm having a, you know, this is like solid, I like it right now. We'll see where it goes, but. Oh yeah, I like, yeah, this weird like Eggman's airship type shit. It seems like CAG theme without as much sauce. Yeah. Not having lyrics is debilitating for this one. I mean, I'm sure the lyrical version is much better, but this isn't bad. I mean, I don't know what the lyrical version sounds like. I'm not holding that against this. I think it's fine, I like it, you know? I think I like it. Just plain and simple. It's not awful. I just really get much Vera from this album. Yeah, I guess this is where I don't know enough about Vera's story to tell you how good of a character theme this is, but it's doing a lot. You know, it's doing a lot. For some reason, I get huge Fire Emblem vibes from this theme. Yeah. Not sure we go back into it. What happens here? Okay, we go back. Yeah, I like it, right? Plain and simple, I like it. I think it's somewhere between Gran and Jita. Right? It's somewhere between... Like, it doesn't do anything that makes me go like, wow! But also, I'm not bored, you know? I never get, like... I get bored in these. This one actively annoys me, right? This, it's whatever. It's cool. It doesn't do anything crazy, I like it. Oh boy. We love our doomed yaoi operatic overtures. Where is it? Fuck, what is it? It's Moonlight something? Moonlight Hymnus? What is it called? Morning Light Hymnus. Where is this shit, man? There it is. Rick hates party people based on yikes. It's peak, Your Honor. It is 10 minutes long. I think it's only like 5 minutes long and it loops once, or... Is it true that the lyrics to this are, song's good, but I gotta be in the right mood? I like the chanting, right? Chanting is like a primary, like, instrument, certainly. I like party people. You know? It's yearning for Lucy. That's all this song is. Like, is the lyrics really just it's fucking it's yaoi in opera format? Is this in Italian? Like, what language is this? Is this Italian? Yes, that's amazing. It's in English? Are you sure? Lyrics line up. That's I can't hear the English at all. Yeah, it might as well not be in I can guarantee it's not. Everyone's saying it's English, so I believe them. I mean, the operatic vocals are still super cool regardless, right? Even if I don't understand what he's saying. I can only hear it once I was reading the lyrics. Yeah, it's opera singing for you, I guess. The vocals, like the vocal itself, like the voice as an instrument is still incredibly cool. So, very unique too, right? Not another song on the OST that sounds like this. Operatic can be hard to understand. Yeah. Oh, I almost leaned over and my chair almost killed me. Oh yeah, I can see where it snapped. That's crazy. What the hell? This is that. This is the. That's the Paradise Lost one, right? Let me feel the power. Right, like I like that coming back. Certainly feels very good. Yeah. Want me to post lyrics? It's okay. It's okay. At the end of the day, the voice still sounds very good. You get the idea. Ooh, I like him coming back in right there. That's actually that's pretty fire. He's saying now check out wow wow. Nope. This one's for Avatar Boyle? Yes, yeah. Please tell me the opera singer goes bow check out wow wow. That'd be crazy. Does he? I mean, if it's really talking about how much he wants to fuck Lucy, maybe he is. That'll put the song at number 1. That'd be a big buff for sure. Be a big buff. No, he doesn't. Fuck. Okay. I think I get the gist. I mean, it's long, and I think we got like 2 more minutes for it loops or something, but it's good, right? It's good. I like it. It's very unique with the operatic vocals. I like what the instruments are doing. I like again, I like the reprisal of that, like the Paradise Lost motif in there too. You're missing the last 2 lines. What do you mean? I'm not gonna make out the last 2 lines. I don't know what he says anyway, man. I don't know what he says regardless. What do you mean I'm missing the last 2 lines? I haven't heard a single line he said. It's good? It's good. It's almost over? Oh, okay. That was like 2 minutes long, but we'll see if it's like the last thing. There's 3 characters on the I need bed now. Oh, I can see the lyrics now. See, when you put the lyrics there, it's a lot more clear. Oh, this part's really cool. The lyrics are cool, but even just like what the choir's doing in the background and shit like that, yes. I'm glad we didn't listen to this part. Yeah, I see. He's in love with that boy. Go grandpa. Yeah. He is in love with that boy, man. This is tragic, man. Lucilius does not give a shit. Now it's done. Yeah. That's just tragic. Doom Diawi for real. It's good. I like it. It's very unique, right? Big fan of what's going on with the opera. Big fan of the instruments, everything like that. I like it. I like Abel's theme a lot. Yeah. I fucks with it. Anila Kinga Shen Nen. I remember I thought this I used to think this sounded exactly like UL's. Let's see if I still think that way. Also, where the fuck is it? Wait. I'll get there. Oh, she's rising, isn't she? Wait, is she? Anila's not a rising? I thought Anila's, I don't know why Anila is. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's rising. You need to find the rising playlist? Yeah. We get there. We're in rising now? Yeah. I like it. I've left chat here the entire time. Don't weird. They sound definitely similar. UL again. The flute's a little different, but everything is a little bit. It's a little bit deeper, right? The whole thing. It's more UL's theme part 2. I like that. It's a little hard for something. I don't know, whatever that is. It's a little string, like one of those. I like him just kind of. It's like it's ad-libbing. Do you notice this? I know this is a really like. This is a very like modern way or like to describe this. Shamisen, yeah, whatever it is. It's ad-libbing, right? Like he's going like. It sounds like it's like the rap equivalent of like the Shamisen's ad-libbing, man. Boom, 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 boom. Offset. I like this. I like this a lot. It's a Koto, I think. Yeah, the bass is also doing a great job. Shamisen's the guitar thing? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, very similar reasons as UL, right? That's what we were talking about. I'm talking about the thing that was going like bing, bing, bing every now and then in the background. It was ad-libbing on the beat. Right, including Battle Pass themes too. If we got time, I gotta go in 30 minutes, so maybe not. Oh shit, I gotta go in 30 minutes. I just realized it's 7:52. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. This one is good. This is good. It's good. Okay, it's good. It's, I like it about as much as UL's, I think. Not that they're the same, okay? They're not the same. We're not ranking them all. Yeah, let's try and get to Galleon, okay? Let's try and get to Galleon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 themes. 11 themes to do in 38 minutes? That's not bad. That means we get like 3 minutes for each, right? It's not that big of a deal. We get 3 minutes roughly to do each. That's not even that rushed, right? So let's just go. Let's do Mr. Furido. In 30 minutes, it's not giving the songs enough time. It's 3 minutes each. What do you mean? We're definitely not doing any of these. We can get to Galleon though. It's 3 minutes each. We can do that. I just have to be. If I like can tell what's happening, I need to like skip ahead till it tells me something else. Filthy's weak as fuck. I don't remember liking this either. Yeah, let's see. This one sucks. Filthy bangs. Hush. Let's see. Doesn't give the songs enough time. I agree with Will. We haven't spent much more than 3 minutes per on a lot of them, to be fair. It's a 4-minute song, right? I think 3 minutes for this isn't that bad. I have a guitar. Oh, the victim of blacking lyrics. like this, right? Remember they loops for like 2 minutes? Yeah, I don't think we've spent. I mean, like, okay, how many songs have we done so far in like 2 hours or something? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We've done 25 songs in something like 2 hours. 180 minutes. Yeah. This is really good. This is not the most exciting comparatively. To be fair, there were some long ones. Yeah, I think like on average we were spending like 5 minutes on a song or something, and a lot of it was not time we had to spend. We were just like listening anyway, right? The guitar is doing some cool shit on this one. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, I guess it's just when he's not there, I really miss him, and he's not always there. I feel like it's missing something again. Yeah. Maybe it does feel like it's missing some lyrics or something. The song fits Siegfried's gameplay, it's more weight. The guitar is fucking awesome, too. Let me see if it has any, so we've kind of gone again. Does it have anything near the end that's different? No, I don't think so. Right. So the sound of Sieg reversal? Yeah. I'll say this thing, like, this loop's 2 minutes in, basically, right? It's good. It's good. I like it. You know what I mean? I like it. Again, it does feel like it's missing something, but I don't think it hurts it quite. Like, you know, it just feels like a little empty, genuinely. But like, yeah, this is like it's missing something to make it like really good. Puts me to sleep. Nothing is going on. I think you're being a little mean to the guitar. I think you're being a little mean to the guitar in that case. Like, they're definitely, that guitar is not. I don't know that nothing is. There are parts certainly that feel a little emptier, but the guitar is cool enough to pull it up for me a little bit. And maybe you could put it also like here, but guitar carries it. Yeah, but it's there. All right, Grimm's theme. I remember not liking Grimm's theme that much either, even when I was just listening to it like recently. Dancing Windstorm. Shit is 8 minutes long, so I'm gonna go, but we're gonna go a little faster. But Grimm has a similar problem. It's another one of these like more electric ones. Grimm's theme is trash. Grom? The song is Dog. There's one where it's fine, it's going to establish itself much past the start. This is a fine beginning, right? I love this one so much. Zoe will never not be in the minority, opinion. It's cool. I like this part. That's very split. Oh, I like some some chanting thrown in there too, right? I don't know how I do it, man. It's a talent. I like the chanting. I do fucks with it. I wonder if there'll ever be straight raw dubstep at some point for a theme. Maybe Villainous. Probably not though. Villainous is probably gonna be a lot of, like, it's gonna be fucking guitars and like operatic and shit like that. Who knows? I like the chanting. I will say. Villainous dubstep will be hilarious. Not getting much wind vibe from it though. The beeps do a little something, but not enough. This is kind of cool. Okay, no, this is more interesting than I remember. This is a song that I think gets hurt by being in the background. Yeah, this is more interesting. This song is like hurt by listening to it in the background of the game, I feel like. Okay, let me see if oh, I like this. I do know this part, and I like this part. This is the part that stands out in even when you're listening to it. I was gonna go just because I want to see if there's anything right. Oh, it's like Earth Defense Force 5. I don't think anyone that's gonna be like the top of mind reference for anyone there, but that's like, that shit's Earth Defense Force. Okay, now we're back here. Okay. I get it, I think. EDF 5 deep cut, so true. It kind of sounds like it. No, this is good, man. I thought I didn't like this. I only don't like this when I'm listening to it in game, I've discovered. It's good. It's good, man. It's good. It's like, it's good, man. I like it. D E D F deploy. Yeah, exactly. You got it. That's it. It's good, actually. I thought I was gonna hate this. No, it's got a lot of really interesting shit going on with it, honestly. That's like it's my favorite electronic kind of theme for sure, right? Much more than Matera or Loane. All right, Nier, Deathbound Love. You got 30 on the dot. We got like 9 themes to do. It's not even that bad. We're right on pace. Yeah, this is good, right? Fucking like, this is fucking. It's like the spider dance from Undertale if they made it into like, you know. They made it a little bit rockier. How much you like Deathbound Love depends on how much Living Tombstone content you've consumed. Amazing. Yeah, you're missing Nier screaming her lungs out over this thing. This really does sound like this sounds like Undertale music to me, damn near. You know what I mean? Like if you like punched Toby Fox in the head a couple of times and then told him to make a song, I think it would come out sounding like this. You get a little chanting in there too. Destroy everything! Yep. Okay, that part right there is literally the spider dance from Undertale. Am I crazy? Like that's literally the fucking, I forget her name now, with the little spider lady. That's this fucking spider dance, man. Muffin? Yeah. That's... Oh, I like the guitar coming in too. Yeah, that's cool. Get a dubstep. Ooh, wow. This probably is the most dubstep song so far, right? Just think of skeletons dancing in the graveyard. Yeah, it's a good theme. I like this theme. Yeah, it's good. You get a little vocal here. Love that mouthy sound on the talk box, yeah. It's good. It's good. Alright? It's good. Did anything interesting happen near the end? Yeah, no, it's just good. I don't... It's good. It's like this good. It's this good, I think. I don't think it's quite like this good. I think it's this good. I fucks with it though. Zero Dawn Sweep. Dude, this is the song I think that is the most hurt by not having its vocals, no? Lucilia's theme? Dude, like Zero is so good. This is still good, but like this shit is. This is the best fucking OST from this franchise with the lyrics on, I think, right? Like this is the best OST that I have heard from Granblue as a franchise with the lyrics on. It's fine without them. Wings of Terror still clears. Wings of Terror is very good. I like Zero more, personally. like that sort of like this, again, this like sort of angelic sounding, right? Amazing intro, only decent for the rest. I feel like a pirate when it comes to Zero Dawn. Little beep boop, little beep boop. Reminds me of Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, little beep boop, exact little robot. It is very synthetic, right? It is very synthetic, which I mean, that makes sense. Yar har har. I don't fully see the pirate theme, but I see what you're getting at. I like these a lot. Whatever the synth that's going on here. The drums also going nuts for a second there. And then this part's really good. I'm a big fan of this. It's not the lyrics version, but it's good. The synth just doesn't fit Lucilius. I mean, I'm no War Master, but this whole thing being like kind of this, the synth making it sound kind of like artificial and like a little alien, I think fits him perfectly, right? Now, I'm no Grand Blue Lore Master, but like, yeah, this sounding a little like, this mix of like the guitar and like these weird like angelic notes and also like this weird like synthetic alien thing. He literally is not in his home body, right? Lucilius' head is attached to someone else's body, and he does like all of these experiments. These are not the instruments that herald the Antichrist. I don't think so. I mean, he's not the Antichrist. He's God who's evil, right? That's like Lucilius is not the Antichrist. Lucilius is evil God who's doing all these fucked up experiments and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally, his head is not attached to his correct body. So like, it's incredible. I think you guys are looking for something that isn't Lucilius out of this music, right? This is a god made in the lab, right? And to which this fits really well, I think. I think you guys are looking for something out of this theme that isn't Lucilius, you know? Wings will rain now. See, that's the thing. It's like I'm hearing. It's so hard to not hear the like. I'm hearing the vocals, man. I miss them. Black wings will rain now. Fair point, I'm not a Lore Master. Yeah, he's not the Antichrist. He's some weird, like, machine god almost, you know? What the hell? Alright, so listen to the vocal version. The vocal version is it's my favorite thing I've ever heard out of Grand Blue. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to give this one 3 minutes. We might have to... This is cool. And again, let me feel the... We're going over time? Yeah. This one isn't looping. I need him to loop. That's something. Literally an artificial god with a head transplant. A lot of his dialogue being very scientific and fits. I agree. This is cool. I like the theme. I'm giving praise. I'm giving praise. I don't know how much praise I'm giving. Okay. I think I know how much praise I'm giving. Let's see. Is that... Okay, then we're back. Okay. I think I'm giving praise. How much praise am I giving? How much praise am I? I'm giving this much praise, I think. I think I like it a lot. Alright, Weight of the World. Weight of the World, Weight of the World, Weight of the World, Weight of the World, let's go. I'm giving that much praise, I think. Bottom of Fire? I don't think so, but fair. I mean, I think I've heard this one a lot, and I think everyone has heard Weight of the World a lot, right? Wait, is this? Yeah, that's one. Everyone has heard this song a lot. 2B was the most popular DLC release in the game's history. We can give this one a little less time, I think. Skip? Yeah, we're not going to give it as much time to make up for Lucy, but... We know where this goes. It's good, right? Everyone loves this, I think. Does anyone not think this goes in Fire Piano Guy? I mean, they just took a song from a different game, right? It's a guest character. I mean, I really cared for, but I also just hate it. I don't like this in my opinion. Fair enough. I'm just gonna hear this part and we'll go. I mean, the vocals are also. I mean, the vocals are doing a lot of work, but even though they're gibberish, I like the vocals. Still good. It's not my type. That's fair. I could never hate a Deer song. They could never make me hate it. Okay. We're not gonna give it as much time. I think everyone, most people are at least very familiar with this. Again, 2B was so popular when she came out. You heard this song every fucking day. It's fine, right? It's good. It's really good. I think it's this good. I think I like Peace and Quiet more personally. Love this made-up language. Yeah. Heroic Beats, I don't remember being particularly amazing. I like Heroic Beats. Thing goes hard. Hold on. Maybe. I did not know this guitar. Dude, wait. Maybe I've never heard this actually. Maybe I've never listened to this. Wait, it's kind of a heroic beat though. Wait, hold up. The beat kind of heroic. Right. I like them coming in there. Okay. Very good intro, right? Very good intro. Where are we going from there? Say that again? Yeah. Say it. Where do we go from here? I like it. It's the beat kind of heroic. It's a lot of build-up. Okay. I mean, I like this part, but like, keep listening. Okay. After your point on Seops' theme, this also gives Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. This part's great. I don't mind it, but like, it's not a drop. You know what I mean? Okay, I like the guitar. I like it. I fuck with it. The beat kind of heroic, for real. Feels more MHA to me. It is kind of MHA, yeah. Lawful Good's the theme song. Okay, and then are we? What's happening here? Is the beat wild though? Not very. It is I, Superman. Okay, what happened? So I need to start. Okay, so we're back here. We're here again. Okay, yeah. Oh, what is this? I like this. Oh, this is great. This is the end, I guess, right? That's really nice. That's like got super big Superman vibes too. Ooh. I like that. Hitting in there. Man. That drop is dog shit. Like there's a point in there where it does all of that build up and then it just leaves you out to dry. But the rest of it is really nice. I don't know, like that. I'm gonna dock it. I'm gonna dock it some heavy banger points for that. But like, there's that one point where it's like straight build up into just go fuck yourself. The rest of it I like a lot. It's better Sieg theme, so banger. Yeah. Maybe all build up, but it's good build up. Yeah, I'm okay with the build up. But like, they like really built up to the point that like we're gonna do a payoff now, and they said fuck you, and I didn't like that. All right, Beatrix. I like this one. I remember liking this one. I think. You got 15 minutes? Yeah. We got like 6 themes. We're, you know. Beatrix, Versuga, Mikala, Sandalphon, Galleon. No, we got 5 themes, right? Looking at this list, I think we have very different tastes in music break. That's A-okay. Ooh, I like that. There's a lot of instruments in the back here that I don't normally hear when I listen to this in game. Lyrics be carried? I don't know, man. This is good even without the lyrics, I think. She's just a girl, you know? She's just a girl, but she also will beat your ass for shit. Is this so catchy, right? You want a hyper specific reference? I could see this playing in an Ape Escape 2 minigame. This top 3 for me, I like it a lot. I don't think it's that high up, but I like it. Yeah. What are we doing here? Alright, we have this part, yeah. I like this, but not a big fan of this heroic bit. I do like more of the heroic bit. She's a heroic girl. She does her best anyway. Yeah, it kind of remixes it a little bit, right? I like it. You know, she's just a girl, but she's gonna save the world or something like that. That's fine. This part sounds almost like a One Punch Man theme. It's like the start of like Genos' theme or something. Okay, then we're back here. Okay, I mean it's good. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's great, but I like it quite a lot. It's here. I like it. Yeah, it's like there. Versusi incoming, yep. Welcome a new addition to Fire Piano Guy. I can't give this the time it deserves. I don't actually how many songs do I still have to do? I gotta do 1, 2, 3. So we have 12 minutes for 4 songs. We're right on time, unfortunately. We have this 3 minutes? This is the one where 3 minutes is not enough time. It's like completely unfair, but I mean it's okay because I think everyone knows where it's going anyway. You can't dislike this if you like Weight of the Worlds. F tier. I mean, is it a lyric? Is it a lyric carry? It might be a lyric carry, but I think the instruments also do a good job. The song was edited perfectly into the Evo trailer, yeah. With the cinema at the end. You know what? Everyone knows what the call sounds like. It's fun. We'll give this a little more time. Give that one a little less, probably. Yes, it really there's like a emptiness, not in like the musical way, and like the emotional way, a little bit in this, right? Sounds like a like a Monster Hunter theme or something. And obviously this is the part everyone's waiting for, right? You can like picture the Evo trailer in your head. It's just cinema, right? Like what else? Cinema. That's all it is. Also, Inochi Scarlet reference in the song. You know, that's the homegirl right there. That's where they showed the shot. Yeah. It's just good. It's just good. Yeah, I can't give it all the time, I feel, right? We gotta skip around a little bit here. Right, yeah, you know, it's not just a vocal carry, this is happening too. This is also happening. The chanting here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I actually have no idea. I think so, man. I think so. I think it's just the best theme in the game. I think it's just the best theme of the game. I think it is. It just is, I fear. Yeah. I also, of all of these like side themes, I think even if we went through, we can part 2 this next Wednesday and like do all of the non-character themes, but I think this is just the best theme in the game, I think. It's just crazy. It just goes nuts, man. Like, I'm not even listening to the whole thing. Like, I'm skipping it around, man. All right, Vocals is fun. We like Vocals, right? Who doesn't like Vocals? It's a good time, right? It's Rat Jam the theme, exactly. You know, it's a good time. We should part 2 this. I'm down. We can do that next Wednesday. I'll have a new share by then. It's just a good time, you know? I'm just happy. The song makes me happy. The song gets hard carried by how much I love the call, but I don't care. Kind of same. I mean, it's so fun, right? Like, this is the least boring song in the game. Like, it's so fun. Like, how do you listen to this? How small on your face, you know? It's joy. The song is pure joy. Part 2 definitely. You know what you'll have to do though. What do you mean? This is the fucking Ape Escape song. Come on, welcome to the parade. That's right. If Gagging up there, this again too. I mean, I put this song on purpose. I like listening to this, you know? Rose Queen and Fire We Riot. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. Rose Queen's pretty gas. You're probably not gonna see too much resistance from me on that. It's just fun, right? It's just fun, right? I mean, we're not gonna spend as long on it because we need to finish up with Sandalphon and Galleon, but like it's a good time. It's just a good time. It's a good time. Like I like this is like it's not as complicated. It's not as like emotional. It's not as whatever. But like I listen to this when I'm not playing the video game just because it's a piece of music I enjoy. You know what do you like? What else is the definition of a fire song if not that? Sandalphon. I like Sandalphon's theme a lot. Yeah. It just starts so good. Like like just I need to listen to that again actually. You know? good job with the DLC as this game went on, huh? I know they're pulling from themes, but still. It's just good. It's just good. I don't know what that guitar is doing, but I want more of it. They got the chanting too, I mean. It's... It's so much more interesting than like any of like this like, you know, this is why I'm a variety build little, you know, a variety build chain settlement. It's just doing so much more stuff. It's not just holding on one thing like, oh, it's got to be background music. No, right? And some of these later DLC things really prove, you know, that theory to be incorrect about some of the earlier things. I almost fell over in my chair, unironically. I leaned back a little too much. I almost fell over in my chair because I broke it. That's a good sign. That's, I mean, if the song's gonna cause me physical injury, then it's probably fire. Yeah, I mean, right. What happens in the later bits of this, actually? I've heard that part a lot, but like, what happens like here? So good. It's actually kind of fucking nuts. Right, now I think we're kind of back, right? Yeah. How does it end? Okay, I mean, it's just, yeah. It's kind of insane with it, right? It's better than Enlightener. It might not be better than Weight of the World. I think it's like there. It's so good though, right? It's so good. I fuck with that heavy. And then right on time, 3 minutes left for Galleon's theme right here. I mean, we've all heard this one, right? What a great intro. Yeah, that guitar, right? It's Heartbeat of the Earth type shit. This is heavy, right? I just kind of lukewarm on this one. I disagree. The clap of her cheeks as she walks up and grabs you. Yeah. Straight up worse than the original. I don't know what the original sounds like, but I like this. Oh yeah, and then the yeah. I think of the trailer so much. True, but. Dude, this guitar is, and like the drums are so heavy. Dude, what do you mean you're lukewarm? What is wrong? That's so cool, man. Oh, this is interesting. Ooh. This part's interesting too, huh? Oh, right, yeah. Music is so subjective, man. That's crazy. Crazy someone could listen to this and be like, it's aight. dude. I'm like, assault, absolutely. I almost want to like have to take off like an earphone. They're hitting me too hard with the fucking drums and the guitar. It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing. I mean, it's alright, actually. Forgot about this. I forgot about this part. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck do I do with this, man? It's gonna knock huge into metal? Oh, fair enough. Okay, I mean, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. If you don't like metal, you're not gonna like this. I mean, it's not like, it's not, you know. It's not full, but it's like metal adjacent, at least. For sure. Yeah, okay, and then I think we're back. Okay, I think we're kind of back in there. It's 8 minutes long, but... Right, yeah. Dude, the drums are a jump scare every time. It's metal, but not full metal? Yeah. Love a pullback? We fuck with a pullback. It's 8:31. It's too good. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I'm leaving. I'm rotating. Dude, okay, I gotta go. But like, what the fuck? What do I do with that? Dude, what the fuck? It doesn't loop yet. The Steam goes places the whole time. What the fuck do I do with that? That's even better than I thought it was. I hadn't listened into it that deeply. I just, like... My battery's on life support. I have to go? Me too. I don't know, man. Right below Bub sounds right. I think... It finally broke the vocal barrier. It broke the vocal barrier, but I think that breaks the vocal ceiling, man. You're telling me the original is better than this? What the fuck? I gotta listen to Galleon's theme, apparently. What in the world? That's insane. All right, man. Yeah, we can't. We'll do the rest of these in a part 2 later, I guess. But like, Jesus Christ, man. Galleon's theme is so good. And yeah, the DLC themes, I mean, you can see, right? Like, 2B, Sandalphon, Galleon's up here, Vicala's up here, Versuvi's up here, right? There's a lot of really, really good DLC themes, so... My god. But I gotta go. The original is faster as a different punch. That's very interesting. But yeah, I gotta go. Have a wonderful day. No raid. We went over time. I'm just gonna have a nice day tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We'll do some Ladiva shit. Maybe we'll do something interesting. You know, no first 10 or anything like that. But I had to go 2 minutes ago. So have a wonderful rest of your day, fellas. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.